Hi, everybody. Welcome to TVON. My name is Lauren Blair. Thank you so much for joining us. Happy Friday. So glad you're with us tonight. We have a special show. It is Sell It or Melt It continues. And let's tell you, we got the really kind of last bit of the inventory here. And it's so interesting because what we're going to see tonight, like we've been seeing the last couple of days, are pieces that are brand new to our collection. How could that be? Sell It or Melt It has been a really exciting event because it's our lowest prices on everything. However, what we're seeing tonight are pieces you have not seen because they've either been deep in the vaults or some of which are actually brand new, and that just means we're marking them down anyways. So it's almost like you get a little jump start on the brand new collection, but at really, really incredible pricing. And yes, the sale event still on. Discounts on everything, 10% extra off everything as well. It is a night to behold. Plus our DBTY, this is the DDBTY because it is the dangling diamonds that we love so much. It's also going to make its final appearance at this price tag. We've got a last few. I will tell you there's only one in yellow and one in rose, so those are going to be the priorities, but that is coming up in just a little bit. We'll do that at the top of next hour. So if you're waiting on that one, it is fabulous. And of course, it's going to give you a lot of diamond weight. And then we also have a really special Asher cut. I've been waiting for this Tanzanite to be released. It is so exciting. We were going to save it. It's our 521. It is an amazing stone. Museum Reserve Asher cut. We kept this blue wing block D in one of the classic mountings in the double halo. Looking forward to that. Some cross pendants are here. It's really our most classic cross style that we have for you is here today, as well as, okay, we have loved these new designs. I know last night, if you were with me at the very tail end of the show, we had a citrine. It was in a design we'd never seen before. I've actually got some amethyst pieces today that are in similar designs that are also one onlys, two onlys as well, that are also in designs you've never seen before. So it's a really exciting time. And I likened this yesterday to a treasure hunt of sorts because it is every time you tune in, every minute, every hour, every day of this event, there are new pieces you would not expect to see. And of course, it's also open to your requests. So let us know what you'd like to see throughout the event. We'll help you out. And we have a great way to start with a citrine that is Madeira, and it's also brand new. So thought we'd start here for you. Take a look at this. This is a beauty, isn't it? It's got a really special checkerboard faceting all across the top of this round, and it is 1113052 to start us off on a fabulous, what is it, Friday. So we've got Club TVON going on here, our fabulous show that is really the kickoff to the weekend. We're so glad you're here with us to party. And I don't know about you, but my favorite way to party is definitely by shopping. That is definitely, yeah, that's tops all else recreational ideas. So this is very special. It's 1113052. That's a 341 round Madeira citrine, and lovely to have it here with that checkerboard faceting. It's very saturated. You see not only golden yellows and oranges, but reds and bronzy tones. And how about this really cool bezel set diamond pendant and veil that we have here? The 4 different, almost like bubbles, because it's got the 4 different sizes of bezel set rounds. Of course, we love a bezel setting, and of course, you'll put your favorite yellow gold chain right through it. And there's a lot of room here, so you're going to have a DBTY accommodating piece. So that's important as well. Let's take a look at it from a distance, but I just love seeing it up close with that checkerboard faceting. That's something you'll get to appreciate from a distance as well. And so let's take a look there and see what that one's going to do. As far as movement goes, you get a lot of snap off that stone. We have one, so pretty much that is the name of the game here. So it's pretty much one of everything that you're going to see here tonight, and that is your 3/4 inch top to bottom. And we will have some new hoops with also bezel sets coming up shortly, so get ready. You got some new hoops that you haven't seen before. It is quite a show. It feels like all brand new, and yet should be much higher prices, but they're not. So we love that too. But this one's actually going to be, okay, let's make it simple and easy. And one more time, I got to show it on the neckline here as well, which will also give you an idea of what it looks like with our DBTY. Now that's the dangling version that we have coming up that I don't think really is the piece you use for pendants, but you certainly could use some of the other styles we've had, the traditional looks, or maybe you want to just add your favorite basic chain. And this is what makes it not basic, right? A beautiful citrine like that. Let's go back up close, take another look at it here, and we will make this one under, I was going to do under 1,000, like $9.99, but let's take it even lower for you. Starting off with some of those bright, rich orange colors we love. And it's going to be only, I wasn't even going to do $4.99. Let's start this Friday night off so right and make it really easy and really affordable right now. And that's going to be, okay, we're going to go $399, and then it'll be an extra about $40 off that price. So lots to love about that one, from the quality of the stone, the size of the stone, but of course the beautiful diamond weight around it. And who wanted to see this band again? Lucia? Lucille, rather. Okay, Lucille, this is a band. Okay, we've still got white gold and yellow gold. Does she already know what color she's thinking about? We've got them both to recap for you. That's going to be our last call, $3.99, of course, $40 off. It's going to make it about, what, $3.59 or so. If you like that one, and it is a one only, stays in the yellow gold. And then we've got a band to recap. This one, oh my goodness, I'm so glad we still have the white and the yellow for you. It's the one that reminds me so much of a watch link, a very famous watch link. Here it is. This is, wow, I love this ring. Still love this ring. Can't get enough of it. We have the white and the yellow here for you, and limited, and so glad that it's still here because, okay, a lot of you had said, hold on to that. We're thinking about it. We want to see it again. So here it is, your moment to get a really classic, I would say men's or ladies too. I think this is a unisex style. And it's a band that is 112-3039. That's 42 points in the diamonds. And we'll try it on. I was stacking this the last time I had it as well, which I thought was a lot of fun. Citrine's still here, by the way. So again, we're going to go through a lot of jewelry as we always do through these 3 hours of this Sell It or Melt It event. So I'll keep moving. You dial in after the fact. Yes. Yellow gold, one yellow gold already spoken for here, and it's been up. So this is one that's not going to last very long. And whether you choose to put the diamonds up top or at the bottom like I have, it's a really versatile style. And let me show it to you from this perspective as well. So you can see the white gold the other way, and that's how it would look if you had the diamonds up top. So kind of fun, and again, straight edge. You can stack with other things. It's a pretty wide band, so it's really meant to be a standalone piece, but do what you wish, play with your jewelry, have some fun with it. And this one's only $888. And that is a whole lot of gold. And it's not just the illusion of a lot of gold. Right now, there's a lot of technologies and things that are really helping to get around the gold prices, which we're seeing record highs as, you know, ways to give you a gold look that's bold, but without having actually to put in the heavy gold weight. Well, this is really just, it's not what we do. We do all solid gold or platinum for you. Diamonds that are lining one side. It's almost as if you have 4 bands stacked, like 3 different link styles and then 1 diamond band all stacked together. It's a really beautiful look. So don't hesitate to call me and ask for requests as well, although I have been fielding a lot of requests over the last many weeks that this has been going on. But of course, very special to be able to bring you some new as well. So maybe you'll just find that your piece is already gone that you've loved, or maybe you picked up something you already do love and have it and are enjoying these values, and now it's time to pick up something new. So thank you, Lucille, for that request. Are we ready for hoops? We've got studs and then we've got hoops. Let me go with the blue zircons first. Okay, we love our blue zircon studs, but this is one pair alone. So 112-7801. They are about as bright a turquoisey blue. If I use the word blue, we probably think of something a little more traditional like what's on the banner there at the bottom of your screen. Instead, this is really what I call electric blue. It's bright, it's turquoise. Think of it turquoise like the Sleeping Beauty turquoise we love. Think if that could be on fire, bright, brilliant, and beautiful. Instead of opaque, think of if you had that color, but with the brilliance of a diamond together. That's what blue zircon, to me, at least in its best varieties like this one, really is all about. And that is your pair of a carat 69 total weight. This is a perfect size for both primary piercings and secondary, if you have those as well. This is one of those sizes that works either way, and it's going to be white gold only. So this will be our 14 karat white gold basket setting. They have a post and a butterfly backing, so that's really simple and easy. And then we've got a 1/4 inch in their diameter. Probably helps out if you just see them up against the ear. So that's what we're going to do next. Here it is from a distance. First on the hand, and there it is. It doesn't need to be a large stone to get some mighty brilliance, and that's what you have here. But I'm going to show them to you on as well, so you can see what this is all about. It is extraordinary to see the kind of light that these bring, the kind of color, the brilliance, the beauty. This is double refraction, of course, which is not something that a lot of stones are capable of doing, but the zircons are, and so we love them for that reason, and so many others. And of course, this exclusive out of Cambodia that is already mined out and done. So that's what it would look like. Of course, I think that's a suitable size to build up the ear as well if you'd like to, and we're going to make them better than even $9.99. So there is only one pair. They stay in the white gold. We'll go back up close and take a look at them here. And then don't be hesitant or shy about being on these phone lines early. It has been the ticket in. I had literally, at the end of the show last night, I had literally 5 people fighting over a ring that was nearly $10,000. That's how, number one, how reduced it was, and number two, how popular these pieces are, because we all know the discount when we see it. This is going to be a lot better, though, than $9.99, and we are taking it all the way on down. So definitely a perfect piece to go about it here. And if you would like to, let's make it even better. How about $4.99? It's $4.99, then there'll be $4.49 at checkout, and we do have diamond hoops as well. They're coming up, and it's a diamond hoop you haven't seen. So I know we We hear diamond hoops a lot. We show you a lot of diamond hoops. I have a diamond hoop in a design you have not seen yet, so let's see who's got the blue zircons. Then we're going to show our hoops coming up that are on the way. Hey, Tracy, thank you so much. Thank you, Tracy. I appreciate that. Hi, Kirsten. Thank you much. Happy Friday to you both, and thank you for being with us here early on tonight. All right, blue zircon earrings $449, white gold only, just the one pair. So that's going to be hugely important. Then we've got the hoops coming up, and that will be next, and that will be at number 1110395. So this is very special. Look at that. That's a great looking stone, isn't it? We'll keep moving. This reminds me a little bit of what we saw in the citrine to start, where you had the citrine with the bezel set textured. Well, we've been seeing some textured bezels. Let me actually separate these a bit so you can see what they're all about. This is a new hoop, so we've never had this before. It's a bit of a constellation design where it stacks and mingles different sizes of round brilliants together, and then you've got that beautiful J hoop style, which is a lever back in the back. So it's 1110395. This goes way back. We've never had them on the air here before. It looks like they were just inserted into the lineup, if you will, about 8.5, 9 years ago. So now they get to be here so many years later at a better price than they even would have been back then. So 37 points is your diamond weight here. That is incredibly important. And then you've got every single bezel that has that texture around it. So that's very important as well. And keep calling, because the blue zircons are here and the bands are here and the citrine, the way we started the show. It's Friday, yes. Yellow gold band again. Is that Lucille who picked one up? Okay, who is it? Make sure we've got our attention here as we show it again on the hand and up close. Here's that band one more time in the yellow gold, and we still have one available for you. Here it is on the hand, first of all, and this is for, I'm not sure, we'll find out. Thank you for letting me know, but here is our 30, this was the 42 point, yes, 42 point diamond band that we had earlier. This is item number 1123039, and it is a band that's available. That is one solid band, all put together to give you the look of four, because you have the border, then the diamonds, then it's the links. But the reason it looks like four separate bands put together is because each link is slightly different in size. And when I say links, it's not flexible. It doesn't actually move or turn or twist. It's just one solid band that has a texture that looks very much like those presidential watch links we see that are very expensive. And now you've got it with the diamonds along one side. Now that's $888, of course, minus your $88.80. So that will be $799. So that's a quick look, and here's your close-up on it as well. And they're about to get you a great price on the diamond earrings that you're seeing. And excuse the fingerprints because I just tried that on. But that is one of those beautiful bands with a lot of texture, but very still smooth and easy to wear. So this is 37 points in diamonds. You've got the bigger diamonds throughout, and they really do, you see there are actual little lines there that you have that connect each of the dots of diamonds, if you will, but at the same token, when you see them on, they really look like they're floating and they're zigzagging down from the drop. So here's what they look like from a distance. I've got a 3/4 inch length here, as I will show you against the ruler. Then I will try one on, and there it is. 3/4 of an inch tends to be very popular. This is why it's a hoop. You're just gonna go ahead and unfasten it here. I don't think they've ever been opened before, but you just literally pop that hinge downward. You've got your straight post. You flip it up, it clicks closed, and you're good to go. And yet you have that bezel set, which might I add, we are returning we're bringing back the big bezel set diamonds by the yard that dangle later, so this would be a nice match to it. I will be wearing that throughout the show until it sells out, but let's take a look. And of course that is coming up at the top of the hour if you want the dangling diamonds by the yard that I'm wearing, so make sure you stick around for that. It's our last call. And then there you can see how it really does look as if every one of those diamond round brilliants is just floating and doing their little zigzag pattern down from the ear. So really special, precious earring, nice way to do a hoop in a more updated, different kind of style and look. And we'll make it really, really, really affordable for the one pair. Let's take another look at them close up and give you a fabulous value like $599 to get the hoops and all bigger stones individually, which is so nice to have. So that will be $599, but you get about $60 off. So they will be $539 at checkout for the one pair of white gold hoops that we have. And that's what it's all about, the onesies and the twosies here tonight. So it's going to be very quick. We'll spend just a little bit of time with each item so we can show you as much as we can. There is a very large Tanzanite at 14 carats. Also have a really important blue zircon ring, which the studs are still here, amazingly so. So you've got some great options and great chances to pick it up. So you've got really, really good values here. And I tell you what, we've got that pair, $539 at checkout. Did you get a diamond band as well? Who was that? Eugene and Mindy? Oh, hi, Eugene and Mindy. And where are they calling from? Nebraska. Wonderful. Well, it sounds like Mindy and Lucille both picking up bands from earlier. Wonderful. Thank you so much. And here we go, last call on that pair of earrings. And here we are with our last call on those brand new. And then also there's a sapphire pendant, Paraiba pendant, Tsavorite ring, Morganite ring. Yes, all of that coming up in the next couple of minutes. So let's get to the Morganite in the rose gold. Item number is 1124021. Sounds like those are headed on out. Now we've got this beautiful Morganite. It's in a wider band of the rose gold. This is a pink Morganite cushion cut square. Yes. Which one? The hoops? You got the diamond hoops. You got it. All right, because we've got some earrings. So the diamond hoops are gone as well. We still have the blue zircon studs and the citrine pendant as well. But here we are with 1124021. Remember, most everything I'm going to have tonight is a one of a kind, so I do invite you to dial in very early. We do have citrine earrings, Linda, coming up. And then is this for Geraldine? Good. All right, so Geraldine, we've got your emerald for you. But here's the Morganite. It's the true pink and the pure pink of Morganite here in this amazing cushion cut. Hi, Risa. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yes, I'm in a New York state of mind today. Completely, Risa, you called it. You called it. I am. But here we are. If only I could be in New York, but I'm here with you guys. So just, you know, the other side of the whole country. But 2 carats in that private collection pinky Morganite that we love so much. Of course, really important to see that pink because it's pure pink. This is not typical Morganite color. It's not the brownie blushy light peach. It is actually a pure pink. Think pink diamonds. Think pink diamonds, but better. That's really what you're getting here. Pink diamonds, but better is really that color of this Morganite. It's from our private collection. It's that pure pink we love, and it's going to be really, really important to take advantage of. The diamonds are dotting the sides of this band. It stays in the rose gold. We only have the one. Take a look at this. It's going to go, and it's our 2 carat in the Morganite. Perfect 2 carat. There's 16 points in the diamonds. They are white diamonds. It's in the rose gold. We're going to size it for you to whatever you need. And then we got requests lined up and ready to go. But this is a one only. Let's take it from, wasn't this $24.99 just a couple of days ago? Here it is on the hand. It's going out in a hurry. Look at that. Look at that. Just perfect the way it doesn't sit up too high. It's almost like a dome style ring with that stone right there at that pinnacle or plateau. I mean, it's kind of like the pinnacle plateau because it's the highest point of the ring, but it's still that, you know, larger flat square shaped stone. So it's not too hard to wear at all. And let's do this. Let's go ahead and make it $9.99. Okay, so $9.99 only, and that'll be $8.99 at checkout. So a big, big value there, and that's going to be for one caller. Then Linda, if you want to jump on the phone lines, your citrine earrings, which I've also never seen before, also coming up. I mean, it's so fabulous to come in every night and see. You know, for a while, you know, I've been doing this a long time. I've been here a long time, and so you know, you're kind of used to seeing kind of the same pieces every day. After a while, mountings do repeat. You know, and it's so much fun to do this event because it really is. There's more new than I've seen in this event than I've seen in a lot of years. So it's been exciting. Yes. The yellow gold band is sold out then. Thank you very much. Well, I'm glad you all got them and glad you love the yellow. Yes. Blue zircon studs are gone. Thank you. We're waiting on the Morganite. That means the only thing left is, well, wouldn't you know it, it's uncanny how it's every day. The first item, the first item. And that's only because it was probably the first item before a lot of people arrived to the show. So the first item is here. That's all that I have left in the show so far. Okay, so except the Morganite, but that one's probably moments away from going. And then Linda, let's show you 1110, actually 2024. Wow, these are pretty. They're like the letter C back to back, which is very, very designer. And if you like a big citrine, maybe it stands for C for citrine, because that's what it is. It is really colorful citrine. It's really gorgeous. It's going to be 18 karat gold, no less, no diamonds, just all about the pear-shaped citrines here that we love so much. And then you do have the 120 in the stones. That would be a pear-shaped. And then you have those letter C's that are just a little, they don't really, I don't think necessarily need to look like letter C's. They just look like a cool design, almost like a little more emphasized crescent moon. The stone weight here is a carat 20, so 60 points in each stone. I will show you one from a distance, and there is a post right up top. Post and butterfly backing in the solid white gold. Here they are from a distance on the hand. I'm trying to rock very quickly here. And then we'll go half an inch, just a little touch over a half an inch on that one higher letter C. There's also going to be that left and right design. I'll show you one on the ear here without a backing and just do the best I can to balance it here. And then we'll get them out the door for only $299. But they're in the white gold only, so they will stay. And then this is what they look like from a distance, so you can really see, at least without the backing, what they look like here. And they're going to sit a little higher when you have your backing on, because they like to, you know, my piercing's seen better days. So that's the great citrine, the pear-shaped drop that you have from those two letter C's back to back. And that's $299, but $30 off, so it's going to be about $269. And there's only one pair. So let's go back to our wheel. Take a look. That's for Linda. But again, the first caller who says yes is who gets them, because I have no way of knowing knowing who's on the lines at any given time. So we've got a whole lineup of requests here, and then Geraldine, yours is next. And then we do have Patricia, you're lined up with some Trillion Morganite earrings as well. So we've got some beauties and a lot of exotics here, and that Morganite ring is at the moment still here. But again, you can call us on the Citrine earrings. They'll be $269 and change at checkout. Now I'm going to show you, Geraldine, we had this the other night. I'm so glad you called in tonight because we still had it set aside for you, and that's a really good thing. This is an emerald round, such a beautiful way to get one of the cleanest and brightest and most beautiful emeralds we have. It's 112-5224. And take that carat weight, because it's 64 points, which is, you know, would be considered a smaller stone in a lot of different gem families, but not in the emerald world because it gives you such a big look beyond that. And it's in the yellow gold, stays as is in the yellow, but there's a lot of the white rhodium. You see it right there around that heart-shaped detailing on the sides. And then, of course, they just tilt down. So the point of the hearts is going to be right down the sides, kind of pointing to the band. And so it gives you that double halo, which is a little extra. Now, this is a one only, of course. So that emerald, that's the one you're getting. Of course, that's what we do. We specialize in one-of-a-kinds, not just during Sell It or Melt It, but always on our show. So we're thrilled that, again, that's something we love to do, even on a more typical day. But this is an important way to get your emerald. 64 points, 56 points is the diamond weight. Let me try it on, because that gleam and glow, it's only going to become more apparent the further away you are from your emerald. And there it is. So really outstanding color. You couldn't ask for a better color. And then let's just point out, it's a round. That's very unique to see. You don't see many emeralds in the round. This one is. It's a wasteful cut. They don't like to waste precious mine material. That's what this is. And we're going to take it on down to, well, I had it for $49.99. That's a more typical and what you'd expect to pay for an emerald that has that kind of brightness and clarity. You do consider the color and the clarity more important than the size in emerald, because that's what makes it more rare. And this one's actually going to be down below $2,000 and not $19.99 either. We'll do this right now for $16.99. You get about $170 off that as well. And then Patricia, we have some gorgeous Morganite earrings for you that are fabulous in every way, and it's going to be coming up next. So the Trillion Cut Morganites, which are also a one-of-a-kind, and they even have pink and white diamonds with them. So looking forward to that. And still a blue zircon ring in the signature mounting still to share with you before we go. Now, that's going to be it on the emerald. So $16.99, you get $170 off. So that will turn out to be at checkout only about $15.29 and 10 cents. So huge value there, and we're on our way. So let me know, Geraldine, if that's what you're looking for. Otherwise, we can try to find you something else in emeralds that you might like, but that's a really beautiful piece for the round, for the color and the glow that it gives, especially when you see that directly up to eye level. It's a really remarkable stone. Now here are our beautiful Morganites, and they could not be better quality. And this really reminds me a little bit of the ring we had that's still available. This is the gorgeous Trillion Cut large earring. So more of a button style here, stud in that it's closer to the ear, but very sizable, meaning it's large. And then you've got your post and butterfly backs here, and there are your beautiful match pair Trillions, but then you get the pink. Oh goodness, why do they not want to stay? They're just all over the place. They heard it's Club TVON, and they are doing their disco dance right here. So we have 112-4172. It's a carat 30 in the Trillion Morganites. And then you get 14 points in pink diamonds to start, and white diamonds around that, 26 points there, a grand total of 40 points in your diamonds. And yet a beauty when it comes to Morganites. Could you get better than a Trillion? I mean, my goodness, the Trillion just really popping with that color. The color is outstanding. Of course, the color is really saturated. This is a pastel stone no matter what. So you look for a higher saturation than some, and that's what you have. But then that brilliance and beauty, I mean, it was a little more muted in the square cushion that we had in the ring. This is where it really brings out some light, some fire, some really spectacular sparkle because of that Trillion cutting that's giving it such a persona. Look at that. I mean, there's almost like a lavender blue periwinkle coming through, which is really the mark of great Morganite. It's so intense and saturated, and to have two matched up, very precious and rare. Here's what they look like from a distance. I'll get you a measurement here. They are, there's your Trillion. Let's give you a look with the ruler here beside it. Verify that ½ inch that it talks about there. Yep, indeed, they are a ½ inch from top to bottom, side to side. Of course, we can wear them upright or at any kind of angle you'd rather, but they are $9.99 $4.99, and there's only one pair, and they're really $8.99 at checkout. So that's a big value on really precious earrings with pink diamonds. There have been so few earrings that we've ever done that actually combine pink diamonds with white diamonds together, and that is one of them. So exciting to see that. And of course, always rare to get anything in pink diamonds, especially now. They're only getting tougher and tougher and tougher to find and tougher to get your hands on. So that's what they look like from a distance away. They'll be $8.99 at checkout if you'd like to get those, and we will move right along. Let's go back to our wheel and show you again what we have here in, I think I'm caught up with requests, but we have some very affordable Tsavorite, and you are more than welcome to call in on pieces you've seen in the last couple of minutes, because I move before they sell. Because if I waited around for every piece to sell, they would, but the problem is then it really slows us down. We have to spend like 2 minutes on every item. So trying to move a lot faster than that so we can get through this inventory. The sooner we get through the inventory, back to the new jewelry we go. Also, just want to preview, there is a spectacular Paraiba. I had my 2 carat 30, and now I've got the 2 carat 28 here today. The 260 was last night, and I have a 228 here today, and it's remarkably less money for being a huge size. So Morganite earrings with pink and white diamonds is, let's see, verifying. And then let's show you this. Speaking of Paraiba, I do have a pendant, and then I also have a Tsavorite ring that is really beautiful, a ring with diamonds in that stardust style. Let me know who's got the earrings, and then here we go with the Tsavorite. Kind of reminds me a little bit of the emerald, but it's a garnet, and that is 1124045. Yes. Morganite earrings are gone. Thank you so much. Those earrings are done, and the ring is still here, which would actually be a nice compliment to the earrings. But here we are with a 40-point round Tsavorite. Same thing applies. We talked about this with the round emerald. It's less about the carat weight and more about the color and the cutting, which you're getting extremely high end here. 40 points in the Tsavorite, diamonds every which way. They go all the way really through. It's a very condensed style of the stardust mounting where those diamonds are burnished in, and they're all different sizes. So you've got bigger and smaller and medium diamonds, but that really is almost filling up the band to where it's almost solid all the way through. So really remarkable piece here. It's currently a smaller ring size, but we can size it for you. We're sizing when we can. If it's at all possible, we do it for free. If it's not, I'll have a couple pieces today that are restrictive in gold as far as the sizing, but take a look at that. That's what it looks like. Actually, this could maybe work as a bolder pinky ring. It sits low profile enough. Tsavorite being a rare stone, that's the ideal color you want to have. And then those diamonds still turn around the side so you can see a little glimpse of them from the profile of the ring. So that's also lovely. And it's going to be, our $29.99 ring is down to $9.99 here tonight. So one fabulous Tsavorite for one caller only, and we'll see who's got it. And then we're going to move right along because we also have Paraiba and blue sapphire, both in pendants. And then we have an emerald brooch that is very special. It's also a pendant. And then we have a sapphire piece. This is actually the bangle we had with ruby. I think it was last night, or was it Thursday night? Either way, we had a beautiful ruby piece. Last night was Thursday night. Was it Wednesday night or Thursday night? Gosh, am I already pretending it's Saturday? Oh, I only wish. Take a look. That's the sapphire in the bangle. We had this with ruby. It's sold. Now we've got the sapphire version. I love it. So that's going to be coming up. One of our best lightning ridge opals in a ring is here. Needed a lot of markdowns. Look at this bag. Does that look like a lot of markdowns to you? That's an actual bag of my opal piece. That is, I couldn't even find the final low, and it turns out it was on the back of the bag because there's just so much happening on discounts with that very important opal that we have coming up. So that's going to be a lot of fun. And there's even a gold quartz that's affordable. Okay, so continue to get requests in. We're only halfway through hour number 1 of 3 tonight. And the feather earrings are here. Oh, the feather earrings. I don't know when was the last time we saw these. It's been years since we've seen the feather earrings. And at the top of the hour, which is only 32 minutes from right now, we will show you this. The dangling diamonds by the yard that I am wearing, that I am thrilled about. This is my favorite way to wear a diamonds by the yard design because of the way that they sit. Let's take a look, because this is that little preview that I wanted, because I'm already getting questions about, okay, you're wearing a necklace. That must mean that it's something you're offering tonight. It is, and this is my favorite way to do a diamonds by the yard because it still gives you that style. It still gives you that luxury, but it's also going to be ensuring that all the diamonds always sit right directly out so that you see the front of the bezel, never the back. As long as you put it on the right way, because you can obviously put it on reversed. But if you put it on, you've got your beautiful 3/4 of the way around in diamonds, and they always sit right where they should. And they drape from the necklace instead of being embedded into the necklace. So it's my absolute favorite of the DBTYs we do. And so that's coming up at the top of the hour for last call, and we only have one in yellow and one in rose. which is why I opted to wear the white gold, because that's where we have a little bit of quantity. So that's coming up at the top of the hour. It's about 31 minutes from now. We'll go back to our Tsavorite, see if anyone's got that one at $9.99, which is really $8.99 at checkout. And then do you want a glimpse of that opal? Here's that opal. This is the one with all the markdowns, with so much diamond weight, such an impressive museum level. That's why, because this is not one where I'm saying, well, wait till you see it in person. No, it looks just fine right now. And that is, well, maybe the band needs a little rhodium, but other than that, the stone looks incredible. The diamond weight around it is very special, and that is our opal. That's the one with all the markdowns. So tonight is the night when it gets its home finally, and that is the 153 opal out of Australia's Lightning Ridge, and look at those colors. Every color of the rainbow is represented there. It is an elongated oval. It's item number 1117659, and it's even in two-tone gold, so it's got a little yellow and a little bit of white gold, and that way it's gonna, you know, if you do wear a lot of different, you know, mix and matching of the metals, that's always gonna work with it, because that's the piece you wanna have on the hand at all times. So that one will be, if you're ready to go ahead and get a little discount now, go ahead. Sometimes we like to put these museum grade pieces up front, because otherwise if I wait too long, you know what happens. We saw it last night. Over and over and over. It was the last few minutes and all the museum pieces were going, and really, really quickly. So it's sometimes better to put these up early so that you know who you are. If you love it, you can take it, you can grab it, and it's yours, okay? So it's the 153 in this elongated opal, so that's important because it's the oval, but also it's got the 143 in the diamond. So that's the double row in pave. The yellow gold is just setting the opal, and then the rest is gonna be all in white gold. The back of the band, the inside, all of that, that's gonna be all in the white gold, and yet it is just one outstanding piece of jewelry. And we're gonna make it very affordable. Well, it started at $14,999. Makes sense when you've got a carat 43 in diamonds alone. There's a lot of rings out there that would be that price by themselves. But instead, we're gonna go a lot lower and make it even better than, well, I'm thinking $7,500 half. We could go even lower than that. And this is the way the back is going to look. So there you see that yellow gold is protecting, and I'm a big fan of putting the opals in mountings like this where you really seal the back side, and that's because you'll never have to clean your opal from the back. And that's important because that's oftentimes where stones get their dirtiest, is when we wear them and they sit on top of our skin. That's where they pick up some, you know, just natural oils and things. So that's where they tend to get dirty. And you know, opals you can't put just in the ultrasonic cleaner. You don't want to use harsh cleaners or cleansers for your opals. Always be aware of that as I put it on the hand here. And the yellows you cannot see yet, but I just saw them. Just seeing it away from the light for a brief moment, taking it from here to here, there are bright, intense yellows. I'm talking vibrant, true, best of the best sunshine yellows that come through on that piece. So it's all happening. And it's not $7,500 or $69.99. You get a better value. We have one, yes. The citrine pendant from the start of the show is gone, thank you. And this one's going even further below, even $69.99 plus your 10% off discount. And as I was saying, to finish the thought on the opal being completely covered in the back, keeps it from getting dirty so that you don't have to put it in harsh chemicals or you know, do any of those ultrasonic cleansers that are really a big no-no when it comes to opals, okay? So treat them delicately, treat them like you would a pearl, and just use some, you know, soft cloths, soap and water to clean them. That's really all they need. So this one's gonna be actually $68.88, plus you get nearly $700 off that price. So you get a big old discount. That is the lowest price that one can be, and a lot of that 18 karat gold to melt down if it should stick around. But I would be very surprised if that's the case here on a really incredible Friday night. $61.99 at checkout for you if you'd like that opal in the elongated oval with all the incredible yellows in there as well. You see the reds, you see the blues, the greens. There's also aqua tones happening and coming through. You've got a really, you're kind of seeing a little bit of the yellow, but still nothing like what it delivers in person. So that is one only, and yes, it's going to be under $6,200 to get that one home. So I would highly recommend it if you are all inclined for a really top-notch Australian Lightning Ridge black opal. That's the one to get. $61.99 and again, as I was saying, the Paraiba that we had last night was the 2 carat 60. It was $20,000. I do have a 228 Paraiba that's actually far, far less. I may even prefer the pear shape here because the pear shape gives you such a big look, and one went to $27.43. So just a heads up on some of our more museum pieces that we have so you can start to consider them and think about them, but don't wait too long, ever. The 228 with the 94 points in the bridge mounting in the white gold setting. Is it ever something special? And as bright as can be, to the point where if you see this in the darkness, like I'm doing right now, doesn't shadow the stone color at all. The neon does not dissipate. It's as strong as ever. Whether you've got, again, darker light, brighter light, doesn't matter. It's always going to be that incredible glow, and that's a very clean stone for getting over the 2 carat size. And we had a 260 that was what? $19,999. This is all of 32 points, smaller. It's not a big difference, and yet it's nowhere near $19,999. So if you are considering Paraiba to add to the collection, and don't worry, we have plenty of affordable starting next, but this is one that I need you to have your hands on if you like Paraiba and want to collect the biggest and the best, because that's what the value really comes down to. How about that for glow? Look at the way that the color of the Paraiba is glowing and reflecting underneath where the diamonds are set, that bridge style. So impressive. Here it is on the hand for you. This one actually started at $30,000, and as I promised, it's not going to be $19,999 here tonight. We've got one. It's a collector's piece, and even better than $15,000 or $14,000 or $13,000, it is $12,999 for a 228 with almost a carat in diamonds. That's one way to wear it. Here's the other way, so you can see that one. There you go. That's what it looks like pointing away from the hand. So either way, it's in the white gold, and that would be another about $1,300. So you got right off that price as well. So it's going to be an incredible opportunity for a Paraiba lover out there. Then we get to our affordable in the, I'm so excited about this amethyst. We've got a couple new amethyst pieces that I want to share with you. And I'm going to start with the one that is by the same designer that kind of set the TVON world on fire at the end of the show last night, because we saw a citrine that was set in this particular way that was really just, everybody was really excited. So I have the same designer that did this mounting, and I'm going to start with it from the side profile. Look at this. First of all, it's got heart-shaped cutouts in this squared-off style band, okay? The fact a ring can sit up like that is all about that squared-off shank in the back. So we have one. It's going to be item number 1117914. This is a cushion-cut amethyst, and you can't even see it yet because I really want to highlight how this ring is designed. But as you see it here from a distance, this is going to be that squared-off style. This is the fancy cut amethyst. It has bars of gold that lead up to tension set that stone, which has fingerprints. It won't when you get it, but it also has diamonds in the profile. And this is what we loved so much. So you've got a really open profile so you can appreciate all of the stone from all the angles. Now it's white gold only. It is unfortunately only a size 7 because of the way that designer squared off shank is designed. So this one's going to be a size 7, which if that works for you on the ring finger, the middle, the index, great. But there it is. So you see, this is that profile diamond pave we rarely see. And then you've got these beautiful stacks of diamonds that are tiered. So one's lower than the other. And this is a fancy cut. It looks like a cushion at first glance, but it's got more notched edges to it. 331 is the size, 42 points is the diamond weight, stays in the 14 karat white gold only. There are even red flashes. That's when you know it's a really strong amethyst, and it's all we bring is that really rich Brazilian amethyst material. So you've got a major piece here. Again, diamond weight is 42 points on this one, and so you've got the white gold size 7 only. Let's show it up close again for you, and that squared off style. Think if you were even giving as a gift with that little surprise of the heart-shaped cutouts that are on either corner on either side. So 4 of those heart-shaped cutout details, maybe that's, and I'm not a person who loves heart shapes, as many of you know. I'm not a gal who likes a heart shape, but I love when they're hidden like that because I like the meaning. I like the symbolism of a heart shape. I just don't like to see them up front and up top. I don't wear heart-shaped pieces. So I love that these are in there so the meaning and the symbolism is there, but at the same token, you have this really, really pretty, you know, really easy to wear because that squared off style is actually going to prevent the ring from spinning on your finger too. So that's valuable. And I think a lot of people love that and appreciate that because it makes jewelry a lot easier to wear. So, you know, especially if you need to, you know, like let's say a size 7's a little bit bigger on you. Well, that's not really a problem because once it's on, it kind of stabilizes. It keeps it right up front. So let's make it really easy and affordable. And again, the beautiful purples, reds, and blues all coming through because it is top quality fancy cut amethyst, and that is supposed to be $38.88. Now, I think we've all been around long enough to understand that still with the fancy cutting, I don't think there's going to be a lot of folks out there that are going to spend $4,000 on an amethyst. So let me, allow me to make this a lot easier and a lot more affordable for you right now and send it on out the best way I know how. This is just as simple and easy as it gets. And all you have to do is dial on in, okay? That's all you need to do because this is going to go very, very quickly, no doubt about it, and we're gonna make it even better than $38.88. I've got it for $999. $99 only. So that will be $8.99 for a newer design. We've never seen it on the ear. That's really crucial. Haven't seen this one before. Loving that look, loving that idea, but you get it for $8.99 and only a size 7. That is really the only caveat here. It's got to stay in the white gold and it's got to be in the size 7. Other than that, yours to take advantage of and really, I think, appreciate those designer details that that piece is giving you. So only one there. We'll see who's got it, and then we're going to move right along because we have a lot to show you here tonight. Been moving quickly. That's how it's going to continue. That's how it will stay. Going to make sure that everybody has a chance to pick up something to love, make requests known to us as well. If there's anything we can help you find, anything we can bring out for you, we'll be happy to do that as well. But that's going to be $8.99 for that ring, and let's see who's got it. We're verifying a couple of different people on that one, so that's not going to last. But again, 331 and 42 points, and there's something about profile diamonds, side details, diamonds in the details there. And that, well, just that side view too, the bright blues coming through, the reds that are there, all that cutout detailing so you can see your stone through this little window on the sides, through this side profile as well, and nobody wants that one. All right, I'll buy it. I'll take it. I've been buying a lot of jewelry lately. I must say, I have been buying quite a bit of jewelry here because I get to shop it after it gets shown to you guys, so it's been a real thrill. I get to save a lot of money just like you are. I don't get the 10% off, but I get to take the discounted price, which is helpful. So again, this is your major moment to take advantage of whatever you like. Now that's $9.99. It's really $8.99. Call me if you love it. I don't think that one's going to stick around. It's been a very popular kind of designer look that we've had just a few times here and there, but not in that ring. That particular design is a new one. So we're thrilled to have it for you. We got to keep moving, and we are just so glad you're here with us. Now, I do have a lot of other amethysts today. Lots and lots of other amethysts. I've got 6-carat stones, 5-carat stone, 4-carat. You know what? Let me just put these up. If you don't want that one, that's okay. But let me show you this. I happen to have, because that was just a 3-carat 30. Maybe you want a fancy cut trillion. It's almost like a shield cut there. Maybe you'd like, and by the way, that's a 6-carat 28. Look at this. Here's a cushion cut. Have you seen any of these before? No, you have not. There's the 553. These are all bigger stones by about double. That 331 is still here. Look at this. We've got fingerprints on every one of them. I don't think they were anticipating a television debut. We have I'm going to move this one to the back here because we have this east-west set checkerboard faceted oval. And then I also have a last one here. I've got 4 of them to show you. All going to be quite a bit bigger in size than what we saw a moment ago. Here's another fancy cut. That's the only one that's been on the air before. The rest are all brand new. Okay, so now we get to go wild. And let's see what we got here. All bigger sizes than what we just saw. The 3-carat 31, go ahead and call us. If you would like, this is going to be very, very quick to go. Can guarantee you that. They are going to be 4 carats 36 on the left with 38 points in diamonds. So the diamond weight's going to be pretty similar to what we saw a few moments ago. You're going to also get, though, there's more here. There's a 436 on the left side. We have the 534, which is going to be the checkerboard cut, east-west set in the center there. So again, they're getting really large here. We've got the 5-carat 30 in that stone there. And then we also have 43 points in diamonds in the front. Yes. Okay, thank you so much. So our 331 is gone. Congratulations, that last one is gone. These are all bigger carat weights and very similar diamond weights except for the back center. Let me walk you through what we have here. All right, got all my pieces here. We've got the largest is going to be in the back center. That's a 628. Okay, fancy cut. And then a couple of diamonds really adding to the sides here. And then, just going to get them arranged so you can see each one really well. That's the 628, 3 points in diamonds. 436 is over here. Pave rows around it, surrounding it, that's going to be 38 points in diamonds. Then we have, they're all in white gold only. Then we have the checkerboard faceted oval, that's the 530. And then it's got diamonds too in the profile, like a beautiful crisscross pattern of pave, and then even diamonds in the tips of the prongs there. And then we have, last but not least, that is my favorite, I must admit, the 553. Cushion cut square, set at an angle. Also, it's not just checkerboard faceted, It's checkerboard faceted top and bottom. So that is a double-sided checkerboard cut, which is why it looks so prismatic, why it's really doubling up all the amazing color you get there. Okay, so they're all gonna be the same price. Why not? They're all in a wheel, they're sitting together. They're in similar types of bigger mountings, lots of gold weight. Call me with your favorite operators if you'll let me know which one you're getting. You can always say the carat weight or you can say the cut, but probably it's easiest to just say left, right, front, back. That would be probably easier because they're all going to be these fancier exotic cuts for us. But here's your chance to pick them up, whichever one you love. And again, the smallest one is 4 carats 36. The largest is 628. We're going to see them all out the door in a hurry because they're all the same price and they're supposed to be $39.99. Going even lower, and that's because they're designer styles. They're custom made. We have all one onlys. And by the way, they're in white gold. Yes. I have one little note here before we try on the one on the right. I want to let you know that this one is the one that has to remain in a size 7. Okay, so the other ones up there, all the sides, the side, the left, right, and back, they can be sized for you. This one has to be in a size 7 like the last one was. The last one is sold out. That's the only one though. So this front and center has to be in a size 7. The other ones can all be sized, and someone wants to see this one on the hand, which is that 553. Item number 8368. Take a look. So you see now, as it's perched up in this very important, look at this, wrapping around, it's got these interlocking bands of mirror finished gold over your pave. The pave itself does a great crisscrossing detail on the side. It is truly one of the most remarkable looks to have that checkerboard faceting top and bottom. So it really gives the wow. Let's make them all affordable. I want to send them all out, get you a favorite designer, best of the best piece, and it's still the top quality amethyst out there. You cannot get a better quality amethyst than what's here out of Brazil, and we're going to make them $999 for your choice of whichever one you like. So it's just a matter of getting in early and just picking up the phone and saying, I love amethyst, but I've never seen colors that good, and they are oh so affordable, and here they are. So fabulous idea. $999 turns into $899. Yes. You got it. So the right side is verifying right now. And then, of course, we're going to give it 60 seconds for all 4 choices. Reminder, this is the biggest carat weight. I do want to show you the profile, though. This has a really cool basket work as well that looks so important. You can see here how that looks from the side. It's got some filigree details to it. I love those diamonds dotting the very, very top of the triple split shank. Now, this one has a lot of diamond weight. That's going to be, it says 22 points. Looks more than that. This one's got a diamond weight here, 43. And then we have 38 points over here in diamond weight. So actually, most diamond weights here, yes. Citrine earrings from earlier are gone. Congratulations. Thank you so much. So our citrine earrings are gone. We still have a couple of pieces left, not much. A couple of pieces remaining from the show from our first 46 minutes or so, and our last call on the amethyst opportunities. And again, whichever one you enjoy, but you do want to dial in very, very quickly. They will not last. Okay, so we're going to be on our way. We got a lot to do here tonight. Boy, do we ever have a lot of jewelry to get to in this show. Plus, I anticipate some requests. I sure hope you'll get those to us simply by calling in and telling your operator what you want to see, and we can find it for you. And if there's not the exact piece you need, we'll find something very similar or close to it. Okay, on the way we go. A blue sapphire bangle I flashed. It's coming up. So again, there is that side profile. They all really have good profile details, but that's where you get the most diamond weight through the sides. Love that that is still a checkerboard faceted stone across the top. Big, big oval east to west set. That's going to be 8361 if you want to ask for it. This one may be gone. I think it is. That one's going to be the 553. Double-sided checkerboard faceting. That's going to also have 22 points in diamonds. And then we go here to our more shield cut, almost like a trillion, but with a flat edge to it. And that would be item number. It's a 628, by the way. It's item number 8358. And then we do have the last here in that fancy cut cushion. It's modified. It's a 436 and 38 points in the diamonds. Okay, so those are the top-notch amethyst. Now let's get to our one and only blue zircon. Signature mounting. I spoke to our jewelers today. I was asking, this is my barometer for really kind of gauging where jewelry's at as far as gold and diamonds. I know we haven't been, you guys don't think we've been making new jewelry. We've been making tons of new jewelry here of late. Tons of new jewelry in preparation for the moment the sale ends, the moment that we have everything from the inventory shown to you. We are going to be introducing you to a lot of brand new. And that is why I encourage you to, if there's something now that you like in the inventory, you really have to take it now before it is no longer available, because we're not going to be remaking a lot of the same things. We're going to bring you new and fresh and updated and different and bold and all the great things that we look for. But this is a mounting that I would say even if we're going to bring you a lot of brand new, this is the mounting that's going to always be a tried and true favorite, a popular one for us. And that is because it is the signature mounting. I've been offering this long before TVON existed. Actually, TVON's been around for about a decade. I've been doing that for more than double that time. And I've had this ring since the beginning. So there is something really timeless and lovely about a ring like this that we all tend to really gravitate towards and love. Well, now you get it with the brightest blue zircon out of Cambodia, starlight blue material that we so enjoy. And yet it is going to be our 273. It's item number 8380, by the way. And I already, actually, Barbara, I did all the homework for you today. I was here early this afternoon and I actually did all the due diligence. Barbara, I will tell you, I went through the loose stone collection because I was hoping I would have another big stone for you, Barbara, and I do not. Okay, so, okay, she's not even watching. She just messaged me again. I'm not even home till 7 o'clock. Well, okay. So here we go. All right, let's make the 273 really affordable. It's a 273 and 128. And the reason I asked the jewelers today what this mounting is going for today is because it gives us a good read on where gold's at, because obviously the jewelry world is very fluid. It's ever changing and it's day by day, hour by hour in some cases, where everything really does change in price. And unfortunately, rarely do the prices go down. And that's too bad. I wish it would. But we're really, again, we are not in control of those things. So we do the best we can here to make jewelry affordable, and we'll do it better than anybody. But with this Cambodian starlight blue, it's bigger than just the mounting, the diamonds, the gold, which quite frankly, any good jeweler would be able to get. It's about the fact this is a mined out stone, completely exotic, but it's also a mounting that even as we create it here is running over $7,000 to make it. Whole point in mentioning that is really about the savings you're getting tonight, because the savings are what it's all about here. That's what I'm so proud to give you, is our best price ever on not only the ring, but the mounting. You could not buy this mounting going forward for this price, even if you were just shopping the mounting by itself. So that's where I think we're in for a major treat here, because the 273 with the carat 28 is going below the mounting price to the point where if you did want it for the mounting, go ahead and take it. You've got a huge savings there, and there's your finishing on the inside. One of the brightest blues we have is right there. Look at how when you actually see it up to the directly to the camera lens, you can really appreciate the amazing colors and of course the double refraction that we love so much about this stone. That's what it looks like on here for you. And it's going to be our $69.99 price is going significantly lower. And keep in mind, there's one. It's in the white gold. We can size it for you. So that's the good news. We can size that to whatever you need. But there is only one, and the 273 is going to be going very quickly. And all you need to do is dial in to make it yours. That is really it, my friends. It is that simple. It is that easy. It's our 273. It's an unbelievable stone. They are completely mined out, and we are ready to discount it down to under $3,000. And no, you could never make the mounting. I mean, where are you getting a carat 28 in diamonds for that price? Nowhere. There is nowhere. You can't do that. Where would you ever find something like this? The blue zircon, unattainable from just about anywhere and everywhere you shop, besides maybe you could look at one in a museum, perhaps. That might be the only way to do it. And instead, we're going under $2,500. Keep in mind, there was only one. I know it's really easy to send out $200, $300, $400, $500 items, $800 items, $900 items. When you have pieces like this, it's actually where the bigger savings are with these really high-end museum pieces. That's where your bigger savings are lying here. And you've got 10% off. And we're not asking for $24.99 or $23.99. It will be for one caller, and hopefully you're on the phone lines as soon as possible, because there will be more than one collector who wants to own a piece this rare. And yet, it's going to be only $2,299. But then you get an extra discount. You get that $230 off that price as well, so it can be yours. But what can I say? It's a beautiful mounting with a lot of gold and a lot of incredible diamonds. And yet we're going to have that one out to you for just $2,069. Incredible buy. If you have requests, get them in. The amethyst, a lot of those amethyst pieces are still remaining, which is a bit of a shock. Only just obviously to me, because I kind of feel like we know what good values are, and we know when they tend to go. So a few amethysts that you want to call in on quickly. If you'd like to get any of those, you certainly may. I hope you will. And then the blue zircon down to $2,069 if you'd like to have that one in your collection, but there is only just that one. Then we have the blue sapphire bangle, and I've got two people talking about this one, so I don't think that's going to be long for this world. And now we'll get to our blue sapphire pear shape in a cuff style bangle bracelet, and it is, well, something you don't expect to see all the time. Yes. Blue zircon gone. Thank you so much. That one stays in white gold. Now we're going to talk about a bangle, which is really a cuff style, meaning it's not closed in the back, but it's got still a really easy on-off closure. So 111-8652, I will share it with you here. That's our pear-shaped blue, and it's a rock and royal blue too. It's got that really intense, amazing color to it. Royal blue pear shape. It's a carat 20. And that's in just what we call the center. But then it's got this great chevron detailing lined with diamonds on the sides. And then you get this fabulous hinge. So let me show you from the profile here how this operates. When you actually have, and you see that little opening, but that opening is not going to be big enough to shimmy it on your wrist. So you have one, what we call the kickstand hinge. So it opens up on one side. And you can then go in from the side like you do typical bangles here, always the wise way to do it here, and then close the kickstand. And obviously you can wear it however you wish. If you want to wear it like that, you can. If you want to wear it up the other way, you can. But it's got a really big stone, and that's what we appreciate, right? We always love to see bigger stones in bangles, but sometimes they're centered up. To have this be that more subtle kind of teardrop look is even more impressive, isn't it? To have that teardrop that you can point. I just like the way it looks down. I'll try it on the other way too, because in case you want to wear it the other. But it also makes it a great stackable. I mean, I even think about the ruby version we had that was so lovely, and you could even pair them up together if you wanted to, or if you have other of the wonder bangles that we do with just diamonds. Let me try it on the other way. It means you just kind of pop it on the other way here like this. So then you go in from that side and then close that closure, and then you can have it kind of facing up if you want to. So it's totally up to you how it's going to drape. But again, that beautiful sapphire is a quality that could be the center stone in a beautiful ring. And instead we have it in the bangle. So now that kickstand is on this side. So I'll just kind of pop it on the other way here for you so you can see. Always go in through the side. That's the best way to do it. And then you see here on from this side, I should do it the other way. It's a little bit better to go in this way, I find. And then you've got that great go in from the outside of the wrist, and then you can see what that looks like there. So that will be a big old discount, and we've got white gold only. If it's an average size wrist, so 6.5 to 7.5, if that's what you typically wear, that's what it's going to fit. And we're going to do, you know what, $69.99 piece. Got to help you out here. Got to make sure everything goes. And it's iffy at $69.99. Might stay, might go. Let's make it a little easier. Let's make it a lot easier. How about this? One collar, amazing bracelet, bangle style, cuff style, but it's not going to go anywhere. That opening in the back does not, it's not going to slip off. It's not going to go anywhere. It fits like a dream. I just want to make it really, really affordable right now. Let's send it on out for just $1,999 only. So that would be the one I would recommend for a really unique way to do a bracelet. Still all diamonds up front from side to side. You're going to get diamonds from one side to the other, all the way through that kind of drape of that pear shape, which looks amazing. And it's only going to be for one collar, and it'll be $17.99 at checkout, even better. And then we have a really, really good look at a blue sapphire pendant, chain. You get the necklace, the whole deal. So we're going to share that with you as well. I'm really liking what this does here. This is a good one, really good one. So let's show it to you here. And this is going to be for our sapphire lovers as well. And we'll just stay with the sapphire theme for a moment. And 112-5958 is coming up next. Blue sapphire, completely surrounded in diamonds. Let's move on from the bangle. That one's here at the moment. Blue zircon's gone. This is the match. So I would say, sure, it's an oval instead of a pear shape, but the color is a match. The design is really a complement. It's our 64-point blue sapphire. Blue sapphires in quality like this are rare. And now, making it affordable with the diamond surrounding it, with the chain included, which you look at that chain, it's actually a really pretty, kind of a curb link. It's like a mini curb link chain. So a lot of sparkle off that curb link, and it's 112-5958, 64-point in platinum with a 15-point diamond weight. If you want to go ahead and take that chain off and use something else, you certainly may. Here's what it looks like from a distance. Also, notice it's going to be the 16-inch chain or actually they give you 2 adjustable lengths, 15 or 16. That's what it looks like from a distance there. We'll be trying on. Remember, we're only about 2 minutes away from our Dangling Diamonds by the Yard, which you are going to get a look at here coming up because I've got it on. So let me show you first what this one is going to measure in length as far as the pendant is concerned. Chain can go with it or not, meaning just want to make sure that you get something proper to put it on right as soon as it arrives. But it's about 5/8 of an inch, top to bottom there, and we'll show you the lobster claw. Actually, this is the spring ring closure, and there it is, spring ring closure, and then of course that 15 or 16 inch length. What's happening with the clasp there? Oh, it's stuck on the little spring ring. Here we go. That's what it looks like from a distance as well. And then we will see, okay, that is a bright, vibrant blue. And this one's under $1,000. Chain, pendant, everything. We make fine jewelry really affordable as it is every day that we're here doing this, but during this sale event, it really is about the practically free. And that's what I love. And by the way, I've been wearing that necklace for a few hours. It's never moved. Have any of the diamonds flipped, turned, gone backwards? Nope. It sits beautifully. So that's coming up next, actually. Yes. Blue sapphire bangle is gone, and if they're thinking about this one, Tim, to go with it, it's a great chance to pick up a coordinating set, and I'll do it for better than $9.99. Even better on the sapphire piece with chain. Here it is. We're going to send it out. It's going to be $777, and that means $699 at checkout. We have 30 seconds till hour number 2 kicks off. Thank you on the bangle. Consider now, with that great affordability, maybe you want to get the necklace to go with. The color matching is there, just different shapes, but that'll be $699 and change at checkout. Thank you on that bangle. The bangle is gone, and now we have the pendant with the chain, the full necklace here for you as well. That is one for the ages, and then we're getting to the top of the hour, which is Dangling Diamonds by the Yard time, when I have to encourage you to be ready to go because we only have 1 in yellow and 1 in rose, so it is not going to last very long. We know that. 111-5147 will be next. The Dangling Diamonds by the Yard for one last time. Actually, looks like we might have a request to slip in here right before we get to our top of the hour, and this, I'm not leaving that here. $699. Hey, Julie, let's show you a bracelet. This is my Quadrofoil style bracelet that I love so much because it reminds me of so many great designs that I've helped create here, and I'm really excited to bring it to you. So let's show that next for Julie's request, and then we'll be on our way. Blue sapphire should be gone, $699. Then here we go. The bracelet request, 111-4660, right here. And this is graduated quadrofoils. Each one made up by 4 individual larger diamonds. I know we're getting busy because it's Diamonds by the Yard time, and I know we're last call on that one. So we've already got perhaps some reserved here. But this one, ooh, look at that, 4660-303 in diamonds. Wait till you see it on the wrist here. I think you're going to really enjoy it. Let me know who's got the sapphire pendant. The whole piece, the chain, the pendant, everything. The bangle is gone. The necklace should be gone shortly. And this is the 303 bracelet. 7 3/8. Let me check that, though. It does look like it's a longer length, so I know I hate to leave you with nothing, but I do want to just double check because that's important here. I can't size it for you. So it is. It's 7 3/8. That's a little bit more than 7 1/4. Take a look at it on the wrist here as well. Gosh, that's a cool piece, isn't it? You want to talk about a bracelet that has a lot of wow factor. That is it. That is definitely it. You see how they're graduated? Let me show you the whole length of the bracelet here. It's the middle one that's going to be the largest, and then they just graduate ever so slightly. It's still going to be diamonds, the same design, same big diamonds, but you're using obviously a graduated style all the way throughout. So the middle floral, if you will, is going to be the largest, and then they graduate from there. And then it does have this great insert closure, which I'll show you how that works here. Can barely see what I'm doing, but there's a lot of glare here, but there you go. That's going to be how it finishes, and then you do have a figure-8 safety, just one. They actually do the box length. There's a little button to release it, so when you're ready to take it off, you press the button down, and it's going to open up the inner lock that's inside the basket work here, and then you've got, I don't know if this one's ever been opened before, and there you've got your figure-8. So this is what it looks like from a distance. There is only 1 in white gold, and all those diamonds are quite a bit larger, and then there's that openness in the middle of each and every one of them. So it's really about bringing the 4 rounds together in these beautiful baskets. And I don't know if I can get this one to balance again, but I'm hoping I can, just so you can see those diamonds really, really well. And if you'd like this one in that 7 3/8, it's just a little over 7 inches. So even if you're an average size, don't shy away from this. The average size bracelet wearers will wear it as well. It just means it gives you a little extra length, so it just gives you a little extra drape, so it gives you some movement when it's on. But we'll make it really affordable right now. It is from $69.99. All bigger diamonds, all made up in that quadrofoil, which gives you a nice width, and we're gonna blow it out for $2,999 only. $29.99. And you get $300 off that too. So it'll be $26.99 at checkout, easy peasy. And we'll be done here as soon as we get this bracelet out the door. We'll be showing you our dangling diamonds by the yard that I am wearing in the white gold, which we're okay on the white gold, but I'm very limited on the yellow and the rose. So we'll get to it next. And I know several of you are probably ready to go on that one already. So that'll be on the way. 111-5147. Yes, Jess. Okay, sapphire pendant. You got it. Sapphire pendant is gone. Thank you so much. Bracelet is here. And that is, let's see who's got it. Verifying right now. We have still a Paraiba necklace coming up as well. So there will be a beautiful Paraiba piece that's affordable. Paraiba, I know, strikes fear in the hearts of value lovers because it's very expensive typically, but we do have a great value on a Paraiba piece coming up for you. That is $29.99. That's a heck of a bracelet. And look at how the way it's just going to go all the way through. Diamonds continue. They continue. Even as it gets to the smaller links in the back, still nothing but those VS diamonds in still larger sizes that you're seeing there. And there's that one side of that insert closure. And then as we take you on through to the other side here, you're going to see this way. There's that larger one. That's where you find the center. You know, because you'll just spot that larger quattrofoil look. And then it goes all the way through to the other side, and there's your box closure. Okay, so that's going to be $26.99, and there again is center, so that'll be a really great value considering there's a lot of 14 karat gold there too. And then we'll go to the hand because we have our big top of the hour, which is none other than my personal favorite of all when it comes to diamonds by the yard. I love the concept. The diamonds by the yard concept is it's a popular one throughout the jewelry world. It's basically about, you know, diamonds, usually bezel set, within the chain. What I love about this one is that this to me is far upgraded because this is the one that never flips the wrong way. And we take a lot of pride in how we make our traditional DBTYs and that we do an open bezel in the back. But the open bezel in the back is still not going to show all the brilliance you would see from the front of your diamond. And we use big diamonds and we use really good diamonds, so we want them to show off. Well, this is my only yellow gold. This is the only one I have in yellow. We have one in rose, and then the rest are in white gold. We're pretty good on the white gold, but I still wouldn't be surprised if it sells out here tonight. This is probably the last time we see this necklace. And anything that's left over, we melt down this weekend. And there are 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 different diamonds. We do that odd number so that they evenly sit. So this is the idea. When it's on, you can find the midpoint, and then you'll have the perfect amount of symmetry when it's on the neckline. They're designed to go 3/4 the way around the neckline, basically everywhere that shows when you're wearing some kind of collar. And I have the white gold on, so I'll be showing that to you. But this is the yellow. There's only one. It's a full carat in diamonds, which you know because you're doing the math already, I'm sure. If there's 1 carat in diamonds and 9 stones, that means they're about 11 points apiece, even maybe a bit greater than that. So the idea is to have 4 on each side, and then the center one being your center, okay? The center one is where you find, and when you leave it there, when you put it on centered up, it will always be centered. I have been, again, the walking I do thousands of steps when I'm up here because I'm walking all over the set. And this is something that has not moved, has not turned. Do you want the yellow? Yellow gold's already gone. Well, let me take that one down and show you the rose gold, which is also down to 1 only. 111-5147 is going to be your item number. Here's the one and only rose gold we have, and then I'll show you the white gold as well, which I'm wearing, and you've been seeing it all day. But this, again, 9 stones, 11 points piece. I always like to just do a little shake it out so that if any of them have turned while it's in storage, you just shake it out so they all just delicately lay right where they should. They're all on their individual O-rings, so they drape from the chain. The chain is 16, 17, and 18 inches. You don't have to choose, and you have the premium lobster claw closure. 1 in rose. The yellow gold is already sold out and done. Call me early. We have the rose gold. Only one there. Yes. White gold. We have a white gold already spoken for. I'm going to show you the white gold. I have one on here. So let me just show you how beautifully this sits on the neckline. It is really something special. Now, I just want to show you here. This is why we do the 9 stones. Let me even it out here. So, because I threw it on right before the show started, and actually, well, it was about an hour before the show started, and just kind of ran around and never looked twice at it. This is why you can do that even draping. I've got mine at that. I think I put it at the 17 inch, but yeah, 17. And remember, you're going to get a little extra drape from the stones themselves, but that's the beauty of it. Because they're draping, Down the neckline, they never flip or turn. So you're never going to be looking at the back side of the bezel or the back underside of your diamond. It's always going to be completely setting, draping, as if you had, like if you had one beautiful diamond pendant. Let's say you had one pendant on a chain, that's how it would sit. Instead, think of it as 9 individual diamond pendants, all 11 points or larger, and it's 1 carat minimum in now white gold or rose gold only, and this is our last call, and we have it for 10% off, and it's great for gifting, and I know it's only May, but it is also nearing the end of May. So it would not be crazy to think about holiday gift shopping, end of the year holidays, anything that's coming up in October or November or late summer, because we're not going to see this probably between now and then. If we were to see it, it'd be a higher price anyways. So do you want to spend more to get what you can get today? And if it's just for you and you're treating yourself, well, be very, very glad and be proud of the value you achieve, because you get to start wearing it, start enjoying it, start loving it, and have that perfect drape, because it wouldn't be really, there would be no point in putting them behind because they would kind of flip and turn anyways. Let them drape all the way from one side of the neckline to the other. Everything that's showing when you wear a necklace is covered in diamonds here, everything. They have thought about everything. They've given you up to the 18-inch length, and it's going to be so affordable, not even going to be that $29.99, which going forward, it'll be somewhere in that neighborhood. We're going to make it a lot more affordable right here and now. And all you have to do is dial and get your favorite. Now it's going to be rose gold or white gold only, 9 individual stones, and it's not even $1,000. And this is great for gifting. Everybody can wear it. Doesn't matter her age, where she lives, what she does for a living, what other jewelry she wears. It's beautiful, draped and layered with other pieces as well. And what we're going to do is make it $999 plus your 10% extra off as well. So you get a discount. I'm going to show you the rose gold here as well that I've got here. The rose gold, which there is only one now. The yellow gold is already sold out. The rose gold is here if you want to get that rose gold. Again, like I said, always give it a little shake so that they drape properly, and that's what the rose gold looks like on the neckline. So that's how it's going to look in the rose. And you can see how you can even for those of you that already own this and love it and wear it, how beautiful it is. That one is turned still. How beautiful it is layered and stacked. And that makes it easy to do because each and every necklace has 3 lengths in it. So it makes it easy to wear maybe 16 and 18, maybe 17 and 18, and have them sit a little closer, have them sit a little further, whatever you want to do. But there's one in rose, which I know a lot of you probably come back for. You know, if you've got the white and the yellow already, probably worth getting the rose gold while it's still here at $999, but it's really $899. So it's our last call. This was our top of the hour all along. Wanted to bring it to you. Told you from the beginning of the show, this would be our big top of the hour here tonight. And it's our last call, and we've already got several in white gold. White gold's usually the favorite. Our white diamonds look so amazing in the white gold, so it's always a recommended favorite. And speaking of, let me show you the rose gold again from a closer perspective. And just so we can see here, I want to show you not just the on the hand here, but let me also show you what it looks like close up so you can see each and every diamond. And I'll do that with the white gold here for you because we haven't seen that yet. I have another here as well, so you can see here when you shake it out. And then, of course, make sure they drape, and then they always will, and you see how each and every one of those diamonds looks there. So that's really, really important. So that's going to be, you see how they have a little bit of movement even when the chain is relatively still? You get some movement. Anybody want the rose gold yet? There is only one in the rose gold. 9 stones, 11 points or more for each and every diamond, draping from your neckline. Lobster claw closure. I mean, how could we make it any more deluxe? How much? 1 white gold? 1 white gold over there, 1 white gold over there, 1 white gold, which one? White gold, all right. So we're still good on the white gold, but actually that may sell out before you know it here. It could be another minute or two, and that white gold's gonna be gone as well. But there's the white gold on. This is the same one I was wearing. Obviously not the exact same necklace, but the gold color at least, that I was wearing for you, and that I'll continue to wear as long as it's still available. I'll be happy to wear that, but that is quite the gift idea. I know we're backed up on our phone line, so bear with us. I would not wait. Again, I know we'll get requests for it when November rolls around, and it's, you know, that's hard to fathom right now when it's, you know, early into the spring. We're just starting to think about summertime up and coming, but for any occasions you have, whether that's the graduation, this is certainly graduation season. If you're a little stumped because you're going, I don't know what to get that niece, that daughter, that granddaughter, what does she need as she embarks? And you know, a lot of people do the fabulous tech gifts and all of that, and that's wonderful and appreciated and will be put to good use, I'm sure, for the graduates of high school and college. But you know, there are some fun things when, you know, you're entering into a new phase of life. It's nice to have some really beautiful jewelry. I love talking about those gals in their teens and their early 20s that might be thinking about how are they going to enter the world as a professional if they're going out in the workforce, no matter what it is, more casual environment for work or more dressed up, whether you're like, again, running the boardroom or running the classroom. Honestly, they might have different attire, but this is the necklace that always works, right? So this is the beauty of having a necklace like this. It has ageless. It is really for anybody and everybody, and that's why I love it so much as a gift idea, in addition to getting one to treat yourself as well, because we know you're gonna love it too. So that's hugely important. $8.99, and we'll give it a final 60 seconds and then move along. I think our rose gold is still here, which is a bit amazing. So let me actually show you. I'll drape this one here and show you the rose gold yet again. So you can see that amazing rose gold. If you are thinking about stacking or layering, by the way, I wanted to show you, that's the back side. So you want to pay attention to how you put it on. Just make sure that you get it, you know, on the right way. You're still going to get a diamond brilliance even if it's on backwards, but really to maximize and really show it off the way it's meant to, you want to just take a little care and time, just a quick glance before you put it on, and make sure that you are putting it on properly so that all those diamonds do face forward, and that way it's going to look at its best. It's going to give you the biggest look in the diamonds. It's going to give you that wow factor we love, and of course the rose gold and the white gold and how they layer. I really love how they layer together. So 20 seconds remaining. Our final few, it's only one left in rose. I apologize we didn't have more in the yellow. I know that's very popular, but yellow gold sold out. One still left in the rose, and then we have that white gold for you as well. So a carry-on moment will bring you, and by the way, this one, it could be used for pendants. I say the more traditional DB2Ys are better for pendant chains. I think this one's more for wearing on its own, wearing it for what it is, kind of a standalone piece with the drape of those 9 individual diamonds. Okay, so next up, I'm going to get to Maria's request. Hi Maria, I just got your request here. So let me show you this one, and what a stone it is. It's Paraiba. We'll go up close for this ring for Maria. It's actually a Paraiba that is bright, gorgeous blue-green, amazing, but it also has that really important setting where it's actually going to be a combination of pink and white diamonds together. So keep calling on the 1 carat dangling diamonds by the yard so you can get one of those before they are sold out. I would not be surprised if in an hour and 45 when this show is concluding, if those are completely sold out and done. That would be absolutely no surprise whatsoever. But here we are with the Paraiba, and that's going to be $17.79. Thank you, Maria, for a request. Is it just Paraiba she was looking for, or was this the specific? Ah, okay. Well, lucky to have one here. I'm glad we have a 1/4 carat or so Paraiba, because this is our 23-pointer. Item number 112-1779 is your item number, and that is a 23-pointer. I think just what she ordered here. Keep calling on the DBTYs. Want to make sure you can get one of those before they are sold out and done. Another white gold is going. So again, very popular is that DBTY. Now this is precious, because although I've already showed you a 2 carat 28 Paraiba, now we're getting into that same beautiful pear shape with that larger appearance, but a 23-pointer, that doesn't mean it's not valuable. That does not mean it's not important. It's got 22 points in pink. I think that mounting tells you a lot about that, because we wouldn't put big pink diamonds at 22 points around it if it weren't an important stone to begin. And then you have the really fabulous white diamonds around that, smaller diamonds down the sides, 86 points in the white diamonds that you're getting there. So all around, a really, truly stellar one of a kind, and it stays as is. There's a little touch of rose gold just to set your pink diamonds. The rest is in the white gold. Here it looks, here's what it looks like on the hand. So you can see what that is all about. What a beauty that is. And of course, 2 ways to wear it. So I'll flip it around for you, show you the other way, and we will make it hugely affordable for what this is. I mean, it would not be a problem. I don't think anyone would have a problem spending $69.99 on a ring like this when you consider what all is involved in that designer style, what makes it so different from even other Paraibas, because I don't have another Paraiba with pink diamonds. That's it. That's the only one. That's it. And yet it's going to be under $3,000. Actually, let's make it better than $29.99 as well. We'll blow it out right now. First caller takes it. How about $19.99? Then there's $200 off extra. A beautiful Paraiba, one of the rarest stones you can ever get your hands on. They're not getting any easier to get. It's quite the opposite. They're getting tougher and tougher to find, and certainly always, always expensive in any variety. This is that really stunning blue-green, that neon that is so highly valued. That's what you want to get, definitely. That's what you want to have. and we only have the one, and it's $17.99 for 30 more seconds. And then we have more emerald on the way. I'm debating, when should we show you that stellar Asher cut blue wing, the 5 carat plus that I do have. That is, well, I'm going to give you a little heads up on it. 5 carats 21. Here's what it looks. Okay, that is not going to stick around. And I've had some blue wings stick around in this event that have been melted, but that one, no way. Yes. Did she get a DBTY? I think Felicia, I think that is the perfect way to start a TVON collection. She's a brand new register. She's shopping from Florida tonight, and she picked up a white gold dangling diamonds by the yard. I say to that, Felicia, well done. Thank you so much. I know you're going to love it. It really is a special, special piece, and you're going to wear it all the time. That's the best part. You're going to wear it all the time. All right, our Paraiba is here. Open to anybody who wants it. I think I'm going to just go ahead and take a guess here that maybe Maria's request, if that doesn't work for her, that's fine. But that is going to be available to somebody. And speaking of Paraiba, I have a green Paraiba in a necklace here coming up next. That would be the only way to get something more affordable than this one is with this fabulous green Paraiba. Let's take a look at this one together. It's still Paraiba. It's still copper bearing, but it's more of a green blue instead of a blue green. And it's 60-40, green to blue. Item number here is 5182, and that is a classic traditional halo design with even the diamonds in the bail as well. So you get a really important look overall, and that is a 50-point Paraiba. So we're doubling up the size from the last one you saw, giving you a major moment here for savings, and I do hope you'll dial in very early on this one because no, it is not gonna last very long, that we know. We understand that. We know how that works. Now, this one also, something else to keep in mind, 50-point Paraiba, 28 points in diamonds, comes with the chain. That too is going to be also adjustable to that 16, 17, and 18. And to that end, let me show you what it looks like here on the hand so you can see it from this direction and just get a sense of the size here and see how bright and clean and neon that green is. And then we'll show you what it looks like here on the length. So you can also get a little appreciation for the fact that it is over a ½ an inch. Okay, so now we're ready. 5/8 of an inch, top to bottom. The chain is beautiful. Here's the adjustability. It does have the lobster claw. Those are going to be 16, 17, and 18 inches on the O-rings. And then we'll take it on over to the neckline and show you a better look at the color, really, because there you can see in a lower light here just how bright that is. And what a special stone to get to wear every day. And you know, a lot of people say I'm going to shy away from wearing a Paraiba every day just because it's so valuable, but it's not going anywhere or susceptible to any kind of, you know, harsh wear if you've got it on the neckline. So that's a great way to wear your Paraiba is in a pendant on the neckline, and it just makes it really versatile that way. And it's a color that's still going to rock with everything. And we're going to blow it out right now. Huge value. It's only $9.99 for that Paraiba, chain included. So even though we get real accustomed to these really crazy low prices when we throw in big chains like that, and this is a Rolo link chain, by the way. So you do have that really nice, it's a heavier chain than most. It's not that little itty bitty dainty chain. You've got that bigger Rolo style with a nice gauge to it. So it's $8.99. We only have the one there in the white gold. So 14 karat white gold on that one, and that will be one only. So are you ready to get into it? We've got our fabulous cross pendant, our feather earrings. There is one big Tanzanite. I'm thinking maybe bottom of the hour we'll do that one for you. And then we have our gold quartz coming up right now. This is a one only as well. So it's going to be, again, quick to the phone lines if you love a gold quartz. And look at the way this is stacked here with the diamonds that are actually going to be all around the side profile as well. 112-7979 is your item number. And we still, I cannot remember the last time I had Paraibas under $2,000. And I just had Paraibas back to back under $2,000. One was under 2, one was under 1, and they're both still here for the moment. That is really incredible. And this stone, 7979, that's our 3 carat 18 in the, we're calling it an emerald cut. Honestly, if you see that it's crooked, I do too. So I've already made a note about it. I can have our jewelers actually just kind of center that up. And I get it. If you're going, I don't want to buy it because it looks a little off. Well, it is. So we can just tweak that here and just set it the right way so you'll be good to go. And then you'll know that you'll have it just perfectly up and down. So I make the note, I oversee the whole process. So again, if you want the gold quartz for the gold quartz and what that stands for and what that's all about, we'll make sure it is perfected for you. But this is the way to get your gold quartz. It's a 318. We're calling it an emerald cut, but obviously it's an opaque stone. So you're not going to get step faceting throughout the inside. You're just going to see the emerald cut outside there. Take a look at it. It's 318 with 10 points in diamonds. Now, where are the diamonds? It's along the sides as well. So I love the way this is done because you got some profile action. It's a squared off style in the band, and then it's got the diamonds all the way around. So you see from this profile, from the side, from this profile, you're always going to see those diamonds. And so again, if you'd like it, it's going to discount it here so you can really rest assured that you're going to have that big old value ready to go. And let's send it on out of here in a hurry. This is for one caller, stays in the yellow gold. I think it would be the preference though if you had your choice. I think you're probably going to go with the yellow gold anyways because of the way it looks with the gold that's inherently in the stone. It's a match. It's a great match. And we'll take it down really, really low for you right now. First caller gets it. It's $12.99. And then we're going to get to a sapphire and diamond wonder band. We've got also a black opal special and a ruby special. I've got rubies that are over a carat in size and 3 to choose from. They're actually a carat or over, and they're all going to be tremendously discounted. So a lot to get to here in the ruby world, the black opal world, and anything else you need or want, we have got you covered. And then there is that yellow green diamond. It's a huge size, natural fancy color. It's a 2 carat almost. Look at this. That is cool. So that's a yellow diamond with some green to it. And then we got our Tanzanite opportunity as well. I'm thinking bottom of the hour, it's only about 6 minutes away from getting you that bottom of the hour special. And we have a lot of the amethyst available from earlier. I'm going to try this on for you very quickly, and then we'll see it out the door. But remember, ruby special, black opal deal coming up. Any requests you have, keep getting those into us so we can help you get what you need before the sale event is over. Here it is on the hand. And that is awesome. It's a lot of carat weight on that gold quartz. And the more carat weight you get, the more gold content is there. And that, of course, is really going to drive the value of your gold quartz up. So that's one only, $12.99. Back to the wheel we go. And then I've got a prize. This one is the ultimate. So, you know, we're running a little low on blue wings. Especially, well, we've been running low on the blue wings for some time, to the point that we dove into the Museum Reserve collection. And now I'm pretty much running low on the Museum Reserve. But may I show you this? This is the one. Now, I know I don't have one yet, and that might just be it. Emerald cut. If you're an emerald cut lover, please consider this incredible, one-of-a-kind, 14 karat 07 Museum Reserve piece. 112-7324. Wow. That's it. Wow. That's all I need. That's the only adjective needed here. It's incredible. And look at the reds coming through from a distance. It's got trapezoid shapes of diamond round brilliance on the sides. It's our 1407 with 46 points in diamonds. There's a big old value. Now, I'm not going to spend as little as you'll get to spend. I don't think I'm going to get a chance here, because we know that there are still lovers of this material that need to have important stones like this in their collection. And we have one in the world. How about getting that very exact stone? That perfect color, the serious reds. I know I got to zoom back here. It is just really all about the stone. We're letting the stone be the star, isn't it, after all? Isn't that what is the star of the whole ring here? It's the stone. And Mary, we've got your piece. Oh, Mary, can we just show you some cuteness here? This one's just too cute. I love when jewelry's cute. Like, we see a lot of sophisticated jewelry, high-end, high-quality, lovely pieces. I have got still all that. So hold that thought on the Tanzanite. Let me show you our Dachshund doggy. I know. Oh, I know. It's so cute. I don't even have, I don't have a Dachshund, and I still would wear this. I love it so much. And there's a couple extra special details here on 112-3670. I'm not going to wait, Mary. I'm not going to have Mary wait. I just want to bring it out and show you. We still need to zoom back. Gosh, we had a huge piece. This is a large brooch. And let me show you the back side here, because let's get the boring stuff out of the way. And they curve it to kind of line up with the actual body. And then you've got the emerald as the eye. And then the rest is pavé, with the exception of the mirror polishing in the nose, the ears, the tail, and the, I'll call it toes, just to alliterate there, but the paws. And it's going to be a 5-point emerald. Do you know they did this all in 18 karat gold too? 18 karat solid white gold is how it's going to stay. Oh, that's amazing, isn't it? Just truly amazing. Hey, Nicole. Hi, Nicole. Thanks for being with us. 5-point emerald round It's the eye. And then that's a cabochon too. It's hard to tell because it's so glowy, but it's a cabochon. And then you've got the diamond weight at 91 points. And we have one only, and I gotta show the size here that you're getting. This is just really, it's a fabulous idea. And it's that, you know, I think this term is overused in our business, but it is a true conversation starter. There's just no question about it. Take a look at this. Here's what it looks like from a distance away, and obviously you can wear him or her on a lapel or on a scarf or on a handbag or on a hat or wherever you want to wear it. I always carry a brooch with me just because I think sometimes, you know, it's good to have a brooch on hand just for a, you know, wardrobe emergency, but also really, to be honest, just to kind of jazz up an outfit that's otherwise maybe a little bit subdued or a little bit, some days you just want a little something extra. That is your conversation piece, which from, let's see, I would say 1 3/4 there if we're going nose to tail there. And then of course the height at the highest point there. So from the paws to the head is gonna be right there at about 3/4 of an inch. And we'll show them on the neckline so you get a better judge of the size here, but that's what it looks like. Oh, how cute is this? And just that pave perfection, I just love it. I mean, it's a personality piece. If you're lucky enough, if this is your breed, this is the breed that you love, or if you're just an animal lover, a dog lover, this is a great way to go. I'm going to a big event, a fundraiser for a dog rescue at the end of the month on a Saturday night, and you know, expected to donate something for the big auction. This would be perfect for something like that, right? So let's make it really, really special. $49.99 it's not. I'll take it on down to $19.99. Plus you'll get $200 extra off. And I think that there are certain pieces that just we are forever attached to that have, whether it's sentimental value, whether it's just your favorite piece of all. This, I think, is that instant, no question, it will be a favorite in your collection. What other jewelry store is offering something as specific and detailed and yet high quality, like 18 karat solid gold and a lot of it? And the beautiful, I mean, even the under gallery there and the finishing detail, and then the diamond pave work. And then, is this the one where the ear moves? No. I had one once where the ear had a little bit of movement. I'm gonna check again. No, this one does not. Okay, it's soldered. I thought this one, we had a different little doggy design where the ear is actually flip-flopped a little bit, so that was fun too. But anyway, $19.99 will be $17.99. Check out, so Mary, I hope that's the one you're looking for. If not, no problem. I think somebody's going to rescue that one there, and it might be me for my big, big fundraiser. Because, you know, they really want donations like 100 grand, but you know, I'm thinking I'll just donate to the silent auction instead. And if it gets 100 grand, great. I have paid my due for the event, right? So that's what I'm thinking there. That is really a cute piece. All right, so that one's gonna be, I hope, gone. And then we'll get back to that big Tanzanite, as I was just beginning to show you, this very large 14 karat, and no doubt we didn't leave it behind. We just wanted to, I always prioritize requests because I realize you might have someplace to be on a Friday night. So here we go with our 1407 yet again. We'll come in a little closer, and yes, our Dachshund doggy is still here. And then so is the gold quartz, by the way. So a couple pieces still hanging out for you. But that is the best of the best in our museum reserve, 14 karat 07 Tanzanite. Diamonds on the sides, 46 points there. Not really about the diamonds. They're lovely, they're there, they give it some balance, more of the geometrical shapes we love to really suit that emerald cut well, but it's about the center stone. That is what it is all about. So now we just need to make this really fabulous and easy, affordable, yes. I hope you're on the phone lines because it's not going to be $16,999 anymore. And I'll be happy to take it off your hands as well. But again, if you would like this one, it's our last of the big stones in the emerald cut. The Asher cut is coming. We'll do that one shortly here that has a lot of reds as well. So does this. You're just seeing it at a different angle. Here's how it looks when you face it directly up to the eye level. Look at those reds coming through. Amazing. You're actually, if you look through the side of the stone, you see a little bit of the diamonds reflecting through. Yeah, I'd say there's some red there. Would you agree? I'd say some red, a lot of red. And we have nobody. And you know what's been interesting? I don't know why this is. Maybe you guys can help me figure it out. There have been Tanzanites, somehow, some way, there have been Tanzanites that have stuck around from this event. And I don't understand it. Generally, they've been the smaller stones, like the 2 and the 3 carats. We've had a couple that have been hanging around, and then they've been melted down, and the stones are off to museums. Which is where they belonged in the first place. That's where they were intended to go from the very start. Here's how you get a really important Tanzanite that you own and live and love in. And you know what? The 14 karat 07, it may be that more collectible piece you wear for special occasions, but Those are when you want to always feel and look your best, and that stone is going to do that. It's going to allow you to have that amazing, amazing idea, and there's nothing more breathtaking than a blue-winged Block D, especially the museum reserves that were to set aside from the very, very beginning. Think about that. That was about 6.5 years ago now, when those were set aside to literally be on their way to museums. And now you've got a chance to own one of those stones, wear one of those stones, enjoy one of those stones. And this is how you do it. I'm going to make it really affordable right now, not $99.99. Come on in, because you deserve to have the best of the best. And maybe you have those 3 and 4 carats that you wear every day. Or maybe you have an oval, a cushion cut, a pear shape, a round. There is nothing quite like an emerald cut stone. Nothing. I'll make it better than $99.99. Let's sell it. Let's sell it. I know we can. I know it just takes a really big reduction in the price to where you can't say no. Not 99, 89, 79. You know what? Blow it out right now. And you guys know you're going to save so much extra. When you've got the bigger pieces, that's your bigger savings. I'm going to make it better than $7,500 or $74.99, where there would be about $750 extra saved. We're going to go lower than that. You just need to dial. That's all you got to do. It's all I ask. Is you dial early, because I bear the brunt of all the unhappy customers when things sell out and they didn't get it. And I hear from you, and I know what that feels like. I've been there. I'm a pro shopper. I get it. I've missed out on things. It is heartbreaking. And to know it's one thing when you miss out on something and you know you just have to wait for a few months and then it'll come back, like where you might shop routinely and regularly, like no problem, I'll just wait and someday there will be another chance. When it's something that is not coming back, that you have one chance on, and when it's done, it's a whole different deal. And those are the ones that really can just be those gut wrenching. It's like a gut punch when you miss out on pieces. Don't miss out. Just by being first on the phone lines, that's what gives you the opportunity here. So don't miss out. Just call in early. Let's come on over and take a look at it. And it won't be $74,000 or $7,000. I'm going to make it $69.99. And if you don't buy it, I will. But again, that's the deal. I don't get 10% off. You do. So $69.99, $700 extra off. And that's going to turn out to be $62.99, everybody. It's incredible. It really is. I would not miss out on that one. Now we do have the Asher, the 5-carat Asher, which I know you're all waiting on. I've had a lot of people ask about it. Okay, it's coming. Do you want to just do it now? Then we'll have our Tanzanites done. We can do that. How about we bring you the Asher cut, and then we'll go ahead and we will get it on out of here, okay? We will go for it. We'll go for the Asher cut right now. Then we'll be done with our blue wings and our museum reserves. And that's going to be that. So there you go, $69.99. Take it if you love it. It's so good. And then here's that Asher cut. Same kind of fiery reds. Also a fancy cut within the same family, I would say, because step cuts and step cuts. Emerald cut, Asher cuts. They both give you the step faceting. Here we go with the Asher. And I flashed it earlier, and that's why a lot of you said, Lolo, shut up and put up that Asher. I'm quoting. I am quoting here. She said, give me, and she said it in jest. She goes, I love that Asher, just show it to me. So we're bringing it up on the early side. Normally I should wait till past 7 o'clock because that's when most of our viewers join in. But here we go. I'm going to give you a little heads up, and don't wait. 521 is the size. I cannot get enough of this Asher cut. It's item number 11283795, 521 Asher cut stone. It's the step faceting, but in a square. And red, 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 all the way through, also museum reserve. And it's a 106 diamond weight. Go ahead, talk to me, Tim. Try it on again and show it on the side profile. You got it. 14 karat going on the hand. Who's that for? Here it is on the hand one more time. Wowza. Little lower lights, you're really seeing the reds come through from this angle. Check that out. Remember, it's got to be elevated in that basket to set it up. There's only so, when you have a bigger stone, there's a bigger pavilion. The pavilion is the underside. It's what you normally don't see. You see the top surface. You see the table faceting and the crown faceting. There's a lot of body underneath the stone. That's called the pavilion faceting. That's the depth of the stone. The bigger the stone, the more of that pavilion you have to accommodate. So it elevates it in a basket that's still detailed, showing you still, you get to see the color throughout. And we are verifying 3 different people on this ring, by the way. And we will get to our Asher cut right after this, but we'll see who's got this one first. $62.99. $62.99 for a 14 plus carat. Talk to me. Sure. It may already be gone, but sure. Here we go. There's the undergallery. Again, we never want to take away from the clarity of that stone because it's always a clean stone. If you put a lot of zigzags, it's going to really look like an included stone, and we don't want that. So we put that, we kind of follow the lines of the step faceting on the inside. That's your undergallery. That's your scroll work we were showing you from the side profile, and here's the front of your stone. Okay, so $62.99, we'll see who's got it. There's only one. And then we're going to show you the 521 again, and then we got to be done with Tanzanite. We don't have anything else to show you here tonight, just these two, the 1407, and they are, if I might say, just two of my absolute favorites. Okay, so we're going to get in, because these are very, very exotic cuts. They're specialty cuts. They're the ones you don't see all the time, and we are awfully proud to bring them. Okay, so let's move on to the Asher, and I'm going to just ask you to call me. Just call me. We'll make it yours. We'll make it easy. Let me try this one on the hand as well. You can see what that looks like. It's 8379, 521, 106 is your diamond weight, and white gold only. Just like the last emerald cut, white gold only. Tends to be the most popular and favorite, so this is the way you go. And honestly, if you get them both, I'm not mad at you. It would be really important if you like two different sizes, 14 karat and 5 karat. Let's make this simple and easy. It's under, well, I shouldn't do this, but it's $89.99. However, got to move some jewelry in the next hour and 20 minutes. If I don't, well, you know, we still got to, negative cash flow is still cash flow. And as we lose money on every single item, we got to really kind of make it up in volume here. So I'm trying my best. But again, all we got to do right now, give you the value of a lifetime, take advantage of it. If you want this Asher cut, please take advantage right now. Get on the phone lines early. It will not last, especially when you are not going to have to pay $9,000. I'm going to go ahead and we're going to discontinue. I'm going to do a little, we're going to wipe something out of the system here so that we can go under our own cost for you and just go ahead and send it out of here. With their 10% off, by the way, it's going to be one of the most incredible values we've ever seen on Tanzanite. Take a look at it. It will not be $89, $79, $69, $59, even $49.99. I cannot ask for that and expect to move it on this Friday night. We have got some epic values and we're going to keep them going. So instead of even $49 or $39.99, we'll go even lower. But again, you've got to be quick on the phone lines. Operators, please let me know if you've got it confirmed and verified, because this is it on this one and only Asher cut in this very important size. It looks even bigger. It's got the double row. I mean, that's got double the diamond weight of even what the 14 karat had, and yet it's not even $2,999. I know that's going to send a museum reserve of that size out. I'm here to make sure it is shockingly low. If I can't wow you with the price tag, I'm not doing my job. So instead of even $29, and this is before you take an extra 10% off. Let's make it even better. I'll make it $2,888 first caller, except you don't pay $28.88. You pay all of $25.99 to get a 5 karat 21. It's amazing. That is how you shop a Blue Wing Block D Museum Reserve right there. And so we'll see who's got it. Fantastic, isn't it? And that'll be at $28.88. So let me know. We're verifying on it right now. We'll see who's got that one. 30 seconds only. Then we're still waiting on the 1407 to find its home. Do not take it. I mean, I'll just go ahead and say it as bluntly as I can. Maybe don't take that one. Really good. That's just an important piece that we're running really limited on, and with everything now being sent out to museums that is left from this event, you cannot bank on the fact that you're going to see too many of these Blue Wing Block Ds moving forward. So it's now time to go ahead and really make those decisions on which one is best for you, which one you'd like to have, because they are not sticking around. It's just that simple. One way or the other, they've got to go. So this is all we can do, is just give you the lowest price possible, give you an extra 10% off, make it $25.99 at checkout. That's a big old value on something that important. And again, you can't put a price on museum stuff. That's the problem. You go on a summer vacation this summer, you go somewhere, whether it's domestically, maybe it's overseas, in Europe, wherever. You go to a museum, you're not buying those items. You're not shopping those items. We are the one place in the world where you can shop the museum before it even gets there. That's the beauty of it. It's yours instead of the museum. All right, we're going to need something affordable, I take it, right? We can't do $28.88 on a Tanzanite. That's okay, but I will bring you something affordable in turquoise earrings. How does that sound? We got white gold and yellow gold to show you coming up. Still have some DBTYs available for you. That's what I'm wearing. I'm getting a lot of questions about that. So for Marsha and for Betty and for Diane and everybody else who's asking about what is she wearing tonight? Oh my gosh, she's wearing a diamond necklace. What is that? She must have had a great big something something. No, actually, this is just our dangling DBTY that I'm wearing that is still available in the rose and the white. And here it is. Oh, very nice. There it is. So again, there's the white gold that we have. This is the dangling diamonds by the yard. So the 9-stone style where they drape from the chain. Make sure you get it because it's $8.99 tonight after your discount. And it's the 11-point plus stones that we love so much. And yet 9 stones, always perfect on. I mean, just really sits and drapes in such a beautiful way. And I think we can all appreciate a necklace that can be worn all the time, every day. No special occasion needed. And oh, when it is the special occasion, you still leave it on because you still look fabulous, right? You walk in the room and everybody says, oh, I love your necklace. And that's what it's all about. So that's going to be it. That's our dangling diamonds by the yard, 1 carat even in 9 stones. We'll go back to the wheel, show you that Tanzanite Asher cut. That's got to go as well. And it's our last call now. We only have an hour and 16 minutes left in our show for our Friday. Of course, it's only a few hours till we're back with you for our Saturday morning as well. So that's exciting too. We get to shop nonstop over the weekend. And then let's show you our turquoise earrings, verifying on that one. Thank you, thank you. Here come the turquoise hoops. 1 pair in the white gold. Unfortunately, that's all I've got. 1 pair in the white, the rest are in yellow, but the good news is yellow gold's been exceedingly popular throughout this event in everything. So it's nice to see 112-5722 available for you in hoops. Now, this is that stone. You know I feel strongly about turquoise as a go with everything stone. It is the go with everything deluxe, rich, beautiful look in a kind of a lever back hoop style. So it's just going to hinge down, opens up, easy to put on, 3/4 of an inch styling, and you're getting 301 among 10 individual round Sleeping Beauty turquoise stones. And we have, again, I repeat, 1 pair in the white gold only, and then that will no longer be an option. So I would really highly recommend dialing in early as well. As always, please do, because again, I keep saying it, but you know, not everybody heeds the advice, and it's really valuable because even when you think, oh, those are a really expensive earring, it's a lot of Sleeping Beauty turquoise, they're perfectly matched, they're not little beads, they're big, beautiful cabochon rounds. It's exciting to see, and we're going to bring them below $1,000. And it's not easy to get Sleeping Beauty turquoise. It's not. It's getting tougher and tougher. Everyone's gearing up. Everyone in our business is getting ready. We're only a couple weeks out from JCK, which is where pretty much the whole jewelry world will be in a couple of weeks' time at the beginning of June, which is the biggest jewelry trade show of all, and very luxe. It's very luxe. It's very fabulous, like Las Vegas itself. You could only hold a show like this in 2 cities. It would be Las Vegas or Los Angeles. I mean, just the glamour of it alone. And what we're going to do here is show you what I think everybody, I'm talking to everybody who's obviously, you know, getting ready and making their plans and getting their reservations and planning the parties and the get-togethers. And, you know, it's a great time. These trade shows are always a good time to catch up with the rest of the folks in the business. And everybody's talking about Sleeping Beauty. It's like the talk of the town and what we expect to be kind of the darling of the show because it's back and better than ever. But very few places are offering actual Sleeping Beauty material. We have it and at a discount for you. So instead of $9.99, it's getting a lot more affordable than that. You can see I tried on the yellow gold, by the way. Notice you'd have to be even probably closer to see the yellow gold. It's really just about the turquoise. The turquoise really pop here. That's what's so extraordinary. And the matching, not easy to do because yes, Sleeping Beauty variety still comes in a lot of different shades of color and we'll blow them out right now. There's your yellow gold. We'll also show you the white gold. That's the perfect drop. And again, is that easy to take off? I just did with 2 fingers. It's easy because it's all this Omega style hinge. So that's how you put them on and take them off. It could not be easier. I just popped one on. All you got to do is reach behind and flip down that backing and they're on. That's pretty easy, right? So put them on and wear them and they're such a wow. Look at them up close and then I'll show you even from like across the room. So you can see how beautiful they are. Even when you see them, they don't need to be a big earring. Look at that. That is a big earring, but it's a bigger look because of the color being so bright. That's the beauty of it. Sleeping Beauty really pops. You need to have Sleeping Beauty to get that pop in the turquoise, to get that really stunning look, and otherwise they get a little dull, and that doesn't need to be a huge hoop to really see the colors that you have from a distance away. So let's make this even easier. It's not $9, $8, $7.99, all great prices, but let me just make them practically free. That's what this whole event is about. And we're gonna make it $699 for the pair. And again, you're gonna decide if you would like to have, do you want the white gold or the yellow gold? That, my friends, is up to you. But this is how you shop a really, really good Sleeping Beauty variety. Just the best of the best, and the matching on those stones. Again, yellow gold and white gold, both available, but very, very limited. Sue, we've got your Diamonds by the Yard coming up next, too. The smaller version, the 31 pointer coming up for you, the traditional DBTY. And let me know if anybody wants that Asher cut or that emerald cut Tanzanite before we go in about an hour. Still have a cross pendant to come as well. A couple of Paraibas are here. Paraiba pendant, Paraiba ring, that we had all under $2,000. That DBTY I'm wearing, still very popular. We have one in rose and the rest in white gold, but limited, 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 limited. So please dial in early. Don't wait till the end of the show, as everyone's inclined to do. We get a lot of new viewers that join us here in about 10 minutes. That's when the bulk of our viewership actually joins in. So again, you've got a little bit extra competition coming up in about 10 minutes time. You're getting kind of like the preview and the heads up and all the first dibs on everything. So a lot of new viewers joining in about 10 minutes. Yeah. Yellow gold. All right. Yellow gold. I'm so glad we have a little bit of quantity there in the yellow. So yellow gold's been very popular. We already have the yellow gold already spoken for here, but we have a couple. And then just the one single pair in the white gold. They're right there up front. And then we'll be moving on in about 30 seconds. We've got another Diamonds by the Yard opportunity, but it's a smaller and therefore more affordable version for you as well. And it's going to be our 5-stone style with still adjustability. And not 5 stones, or yes, 5 stones. Gosh, we have so many DB2Ys. And then we also have a request. Hi, Becky. Is this Becky S by any chance? All right, Becky wants to see some hoops, and they are the double row pave. So we'll do that for you next. All right, coming up, more hoops on the way in diamonds. Our fabulous DBTY necklaces here. And those of you that are hanging out with us on a Friday night, thank you, thank you, thank you. Those of you who are shopping, extra thank you so much. Enjoy what you're picking up, because these pieces are amazing. And the value's even more so. So here we go with the necklace, 1110456, a 5-stone Diamonds by the Yard. I'll show it here on the hand, then we'll show it on the neckline. We only have white gold left on this particular style. It's 31 points in diamonds among the 5. So that means you're going to get about 6 points a piece there. And that's a good size still. Nothing wrong with getting 31 points among 5 stones, because that's going to be a little over 6 points a piece. They're really still designed to go 3/4 of the way around the neckline, which is right up front, side to side when you wear it up front. Now there are also going to be, look at this, it's a spring ring closure, 16, 17, and 18 inches in length, white gold only. So you've got one choice, except the choice is probably how many do you want, because for affordability, I was touting our Dangling diamond version for great gifting. This one, if you're on a budget, would be even, I would say, really great for gifting as well. And you can see I've held it up here so you can see when you find the center. So that's what I always say, is find the center. And you can see right there, I just found the center diamond of the 5. It's really easy to do. And then you kind of put it on that way so that it's evenly spaced when it's on. And this is 16, 17, 18 inches. So you have all that range in how you can wear it. But you see how the diamonds, even at the longest length, are going from here to here? So that really, when it's on, is right where you want them, from here to here. So everything that's exposed when you wear a collar is right up front. And they're daintier diamonds. We've only got white gold. Tell me how many you'd like. We've got just a few, about a dozen to go around. And I have a feeling it's one of those that a lot of people are going to take more than one of, especially when it's under 1,000. But wait, this one was under 1,000. We got to make this one even more affordable. How about $499 for the necklace right now? And tell me how many you need, and we'll show it to you here on the hand as well. So that's going to be the, again, traditional Diamonds by the Yard setting, where there are stations throughout the chain, all evenly spaced here, of course. And that's going to be $499, but $449. Then, Becky, we've got some hoops for you. Jess, did you have a shopper back there? Requester, I like that too. New registers, we've had a few of those as well. So I hope that's the one you're looking for. We got really busy on the phone lines here. I'm not sure if everybody's calling on pieces from earlier or this very affordable, it's the most affordable we have, diamonds by the yard. So for $449, and by the way, chains are still going for $600 and $700. I was talking to my dearest friend, one of my first colleagues ever. So we're going back like nearly 30 years. One of my first jewelry colleagues. I was still in the sports world at the time, and I was dabbling in both the jewelry world and the sports world. I was a young, vibrant teen, so I had a lot of energy then and worked literally 24 hours a day. But I was working both sports and jewelry, and my first colleague in the jewelry business was actually somebody whose family had been 4 generations in the gold world and based in Italy, and all they did, and still do to this day, now 7 generations running, are gold chains. That's all they do. That's all they do is they supply gold chains to jewelry stores around the world. They do different styles of chains and different styles of chains, and then basically what they've been, obviously dealing with a lot with gold pricing. But I was talking again, we were talking about Vegas coming up, and everyone's going to be there, and we were talking about what the basic gold chains are going to be, and something very simple and dainty like this is without diamonds is going to be actually, and we're talking about a wholesale. You're not, not everybody, people say to me all the time, oh my gosh, I want to go meet you in Vegas, let me come and visit the show. You can't be just visiting the show, it's not open to the public. So that's the first thing. Don't go to Vegas and book your plane ticket and think like we'll all hang out, because we can, but not at the show. The show is for, you have to be a credentialed reseller in the business to get in. So it's not open to the public. It is not like a swap meet. It's just for the business. And so the wholesalers of the world, and it's truly the whole world, come together and literally, trade and sell to each other. Well, the difference is that you've got, chain wholesalers where that's all they do, getting prices from the wholesale world that are over $500 and $600 for a basic chain with no diamonds. And that is wholesale dealer to dealer. So this is extremely important what we have here with the diamonds and at $449 at checkout. So let me know. And then Becky, here are your earrings coming up. Becky had a special request. It's the double row hoop. I do love these. They are reversible. That's a 2-for-1. So before you go out and spend $1,000 or more on a gold hoop and then spend $3,000 on a diamond hoop, let's have you spend less and get both. Yes. Andy, did you have a question? Becky's ready. Did she already get a pair? Got it. So she just wants to see them to make sure they're the right ones. All right. So this is 1110388. Becky's already gotten her pair. She just wants to see them one more time. So you got it. 1110388. The good news is I might have one for anybody who's not named Becky as well, because we have actually, well, then 3 pairs left. So here we go with the hoop. Double row style, pave, reversible, 1/2 inch, and they're in white gold only, and they're $699. Just like our turquoise hoops were with no diamonds. So now you're getting VS diamonds in the double row pave. They are solid mirror finish gold in the back, so they will be beautiful even if you reverse them. And people tell me this all the time. When you said that on the air, I went, yeah, I'm never gonna reverse them. And then people own them for a while and say, you know what I do? I reverse them more than I thought, because it just gives me the versatility. It looks like I purchased 2 separate earrings and I only had to pay for one. And with how hot plain solid gold earrings are right now, it's kind of nice to have the 2-for. You have your gold earrings and your diamond earrings all with one purchase. And Joseph, we've got your request next. Fawn diamonds on the way. 2 incredible fawns to look at. So we'll share those with you next, and then we're going to be moving on. And don't forget, this event is ending shortly, so we will not be having Sell It or Melt It and 10% off. And I know at this point it probably feels like it's going to be 10% off forever. That is not the case. So you want to shop the values while they're here. We can't take for granted that this discount and this opportunity is going to be here forever and ever. So again, it's winding down. As soon as we get through the inventory, we're done. And it's funny because new pieces just keep on coming in. So that's kind of exciting as well. I have a lot of new pieces that are just coming in by the day that I've never seen, that we're just adding to the sale. So double bonus. All right, let's take a look at, and just in case you haven't seen these on the ear, I guess I should pop one on really quickly. I think everybody's seen these at this point, but just a quick look at what our 61 point, almost 2/3 of a carat diamond double row. They give you a nice little width to them as well. So it's not just about the length, it's about the width you get also. And there's an appropriate look here for every single day. I love that they are not oversized, but they still give you the wow that we really want to see in a diamond earring, because they have that nice chunky width to them. And whether you're doing the diamonds up front or the gold, they look amazing, don't they? And they're appropriate and they're comfortable. And if you, there's a reason I wear hoops, and it's mostly because I don't have the time to take out 14, 15 earrings every every day and put them back in. So what I do is oftentimes if you are, again, leaving earrings in for a couple of days, these are the ones that are comfortable enough to do so. I don't really say recommend that with posts, but with a hoop that's smaller in size, you can do that. All right, back to the wheel we'll go. So thank you very much for shopping tonight. And we have about an hour left to go in our Friday night. I'm back with you in the morning though, so we have a quick turnaround between Friday night and Saturday morning shopping time. So good news is we keep the shopping party going all weekend long. We just turned to daytime shows on Saturday and Sunday. So something to keep in mind there. Don't look for me in the evening, as a lot of people do. Look for me in the morning on Saturday and Sunday at 10 o'clock Pacific time. Now, two incredible fawns. I don't know how you choose because they're both just bright and beautiful and amazing, but there is a slightly different tone in the color. So whether you want to go a little more orangey, they're both champagnes, but we have a more orangey red on the left and a more true, almost like green champagne. I see a little bit of green undertone on the right side oval. So two great options. They are for Joseph's request, but again, anybody can dial in and just be quick and we'll help you out here. But that's going to be the round is going to be item number 1120555. That is your beautiful round with a couple yellow diamonds as well. Yellow and a lot of white diamonds. That's the 1 carat center, 9 points in the yellow diamonds and 110 in the white diamonds. So that's how it begins with the split shank on the side. We also have the bridge mounting though. That's also going to be a 1 carat exactly in the oval, and that's going to be 1777 for the item number. Bridge style yellow gold. So that's the big difference here. This is yellow and white. This is just yellow gold in the bridge. Obviously the bridge mounting, just white diamonds straight forward. The rest is all going to be, you know what? I'm looking at, they have to stay as they are. We've got huge, you know what? I want to make this easy. Let's do the same price on either or. And if you're looking at the oval carat weight, that's a 1 carat as well with 99 points in diamonds. So 199 overall in the oval. You're looking at the graphics right now for the oval. It's the same size center stone, just different cuts and slightly different colors because it's Mother Nature. Every one of them's a little bit different. And now we get to help you out. Because instead of paying the $4,999 I should be getting, we are 1 minute away from our last hour of our Friday night. So let's just say goodbye to everything we've ever known about really important diamonds like this and give you the most ridiculously affordable price of all. And it's happening if you can be quick enough to say yes. And remember, there's only one of each, so no, they are not going to stick around, and we are going to say goodbye faster than you can say champagne diamond. They're both VS quality. We grade every one of those diamonds with a loop so that you are guaranteed to get that high clarity, that no visible inclusion look that you want. You've got 49, you know what, skip it. Not even 39, 29, 99 is amazing. If you can buy, and this is my tip to you if you are going to that wholesale, because some of you are in the business. If you are going to a wholesale trade show, whether it's Vegas or Hong Kong coming up, if you can find a natural color diamond that is 1 carat in size for under $3,000, buy everything they have. Because I'm in the wholesale business and I have yet to find one outside of the TVON walls. By itself, by the way, that would get you a loose stone, and then what? You got to set aside tens of thousands of dollars to make a mounting to set it in like this. We're going to give you a better value, plus 10% off. And this is where you dial in. Let me show you the round first. It's so rare to get a round in a fancy color. That's very unique. There's the round. And again, you're actually getting 3 colors in diamonds: champagne, yellow, and white. Overall here, that round is 1120555. That's 1 carat plus the carat 19. So it's 219 overall. This one is 199 overall. Carat weight. There's the oval. Yellow gold or white gold with a little bit of yellow gold. You decide, but they stay as is, and they are not going to be $29.99. This is the discount of a lifetime. I really am digging that round. The round with that little bit of orangey golden with it, very nice. The champagne with a little green, I mean, they are really rare. And they're not going to be $29. Come on in, it's the top of the hour. A lot of folks just tuned in. Welcome to Friday night at TVON. This is our party time. This is our weekend to shop. This is our weekend to save, and save a bundle, because you got our big seller melted event, 10% off, not too many days left to shop it. Let's go even lower. This is your choice of. So I don't want this to be about, well, I like that one, but my budget likes this one. We'll just get you whatever you prefer here, and they will not be 29 or 28 or 27 or, you know what, just make it easy. I was going to do $27.77, and I love what that does with the price tag. Let's go even lower. Make them $2,699. And then you get another 10%. Which may not sound like a big deal until you realize that's another $270 saved. So that's $2,429 on either one you want. And with that said, it's our last call on our Friday night. So now we need to know, which one do you prefer, round or oval? Again, let me know. I like them together for the moment so you can really compare and contrast the colors and the shapes. So you can really truly get the one that is more for you. We have a cross pendant, black opals, and big rubies all coming up. And any request you have. These were brought out by request, but the first callers who want them, take them. But just a little over $2,400 to get either a carat 99 or 2 carats 19 in diamonds? I don't know. I don't think that makes much sense. Round is gone. The 2 carat 19 in the white and the yellow, that was the 219 overall, that is gone. The oval remains. The oval is item number 1777, and it's $26.99 as well, and it's in a stack of gold in that bridge style. And we have now less than an hour left to go. Want to remind you, we still have my 2 Tanzanites. The emerald cut, 1407. I have a few diamonds by the yard that I'm wearing. They're still here as well. We've got our little Dachshund didn't go. Just no Dachshund lovers out there. I know if it was a Corgi, you would have bought it. If it was a Chihuahua, I would have bought it, right? No question about it. The Dachshund looks more like a Corgi than a Chihuahua, doesn't it? Well, not either. We need to make one with the ears, the little ears standing up, right? We've never had one of either. We need to do that. I was once sketching ideas for doing a whole line of dog breed jewelry, but there were just, it was one of those where it was going to get a little bit complicated with how many breeds there are, and then the mixed breeds, it was just going to be a little too complicated. But I tried, I wanted to. Let me give you an idea of what we have here in a color change spine. I know we've seen some good ones of late. I do have a really striking Asher cut here if anybody's interested in one of our bigger color change spines. Here, yep, that's good. That's got to go. Don't you think that one should go? Same bridge. 91 points in diamonds here, but that is an Asher cut bringing all the color. Item number is 1127985, and then we are again, last call for requests or anything else you want to pick up from tonight's show. We've got our morning show coming up, but it's going to be all new jewelry in our big Saturday morning parade of seller melted items. It's going to be a lot of fun, but now we're talking about the color changing spine, the Madagascar material, the bright amazing Asher cut, the fact that it is also 91 points in diamonds in the white gold, which gives it a wonderful contrast behind it, and you get all of that spectacular color. Look at that. That's some serious dispersion there. And that's one of the things that this stone is known for, but with the color changing variety, it's now known as a phenomenal stone. It's not just about incredible dispersion, but about the fact it can go from green to red just by having a different light source. And this one is super fabulous. A $99.99 should be piece. Taking it significantly less than that, oh, definitely come on in on this one, because there have been some pricey spines. That's what happens when they get into the bigger carat weights. We'll blow it out from $99.99. Just always like to tell you where it was, so you have an idea of how much you are able to save by shopping this sale. Here it is on the hand, and it's not going to be even, you know what, $75 is good. $69.99 is better. $5,999, that's probably going to get the job done, but I will give you an extra savings. We'll make it $49.99, and you can have $500 extra just to shop it here tonight, and that's going to be $44.99 at checkout. If you would love to own that color changing spine, it is something special. Look at how it just, even from a long distance away and a darker light environment, how much red, orange, yellow, bright blues, greens, everything. It's all the dispersion we love from diamond, but better. Better, literally better. Diamonds don't do what spine does. They can't. They're not even capable of it. And we have a sapphire and diamond wonder ring. Combination of gorgeous colors together. And who wants 1 carat rubies at a discount? We got those too. Burma rubies coming up in 1 carat or greater sizes. And if anybody wants to see it, we have a 186 yellow green diamond, a little bit of natural green color. And then we're going to show you, we also have some gorgeous opals. I've got the cross. Okay, the cross has got to go. We have 5. I just realized we have so few to go around. Should have shown this earlier in the show before we get a lot of audience. Let me show you our last of the cross pieces. We've sold out of everything else we've had in the event already. Here is the cross that is the most classic of what we do. And we're still waiting on the spine. But again, a lot of people trying to get through right now. That one's as good as gone. Let's take a look at this. This is going to be available. I've got white and yellow, so let me show you the more limited first, which is the yellow. A total of 5 for everybody out there watching. 5. 5 to go around. This will not last. 111-4607. The cross with diamonds, the little tips done in mirror finished gold that creates that little point distinctively on all 4 or all 3 of the ends. I'm just going to show you here with the bail. There's not a little point at the top. That's where the bail is. So it's going to be side to side in the base. Let's show it from a distance away here in the yellow gold. Well, isn't this attractive? And just a real classic style. Really good size for everyday wear. We'll show you the length of it that it gives here. It's going to be white or yellow. This is the yellow. There's only one, just a tad bit over an inch. I mean, it's like right there. Let's just call it an inch. It's right there. Right there at an inch in length. White gold or yellow gold only. 5 total. This is not going to last. And yet, here's how you get the classic. We've done a lot of different varieties over the years of cross styles. This is, again, with, you can see how you will see a little bit of the gold presence. So I say definitely choose your favorite because you will see the bail is mirror finish, the points at the sides and the base are all mirror finish, but there is how it looks. It's really good for everyday wear. Light as a feather as far as the weight, so it's not, we've done some really big oversized cross styles. This one's really just wearable and nice for every day all the time. We're going to do less than $9.99. So a huge value, great for gifting as well. Let's take a look at it up close too. Here it is in the yellow one more time. Then we'll show you that white gold again, just very limited. And we know how popular the yellow gold's been throughout this event in diamonds. This one is $499. Yeah, $499 plus $50 off that as well. So that'll be $449 only. And it's going to be our one in yellow, the rest in white. We'll show you that. We'll pop them out here so you can see each and every one of them. But this is a good time to get that fabulous. Let me show you the finishing. Look at how beautiful all the mirror finishing is in the back. Yeah, $449 at checkout. Yes. Double row hoop. All right. Which color? Yellow gold. All right. That one's sold out. Let me show you the white gold here for you. There's the white gold. That's all that remains there in our 42-point diamond cross. I think the color change spine is still here, by the way. So you can pick that one up if you'd like to. And you can go with that color change spine in that big size that we had there. Also being $449 right here. And there's the inside of the white gold. We'll give it 30 seconds. We got to run. Got very, very little time left tonight. Still have the big emerald ring to show you. A couple of rubies here together. All on discount, all in 1 carat or greater sizes. I have some lovely drop earrings that are feathers with solid diamonds. And then we're going to do some recaps, I have a feeling, because I'm out of jewelry. Unless you have a request that we can bring out from the vault, we'll show you what we have left here to show for tonight, and then we'll be on our way to either recap or request, or preferably both. We could do both at the same time. Love to do that. So that's going to be $449. Do you want a white gold? All right. So we have 1 white gold gone. It leaves us with just 3 now left in the white gold. 3 left. Thank you very much. Enjoy it. Classic style. You can't go wrong with VS Diamonds. Even if you have a cross you've worn for years and years and years, maybe you got it years ago, maybe it was gifted to you, maybe it was before you found TVON, and if it's anything less than VS Diamonds, it is really seriously a good idea to consider an upgrade, because there is a big difference in the way the VS Diamonds work as opposed to all the other qualities that are out there, usually SI or even more commonplace are I1s and I2s and I3s. So highly recommend the VS Diamonds. Now we're going to take a look. We're going to do a little ruby wheel here. It's a little ruby party. We've got 3 incredible stones, and to have them sitting side by side with each other, They all got to be really good, top notch. So let me show you what we have here. First of all, this is like a ribbon design band, which is really wide with the 3 rows. And then you see how it's actually graduated to get the diamonds bigger on each side. This is option number 2. That is the signature style in another gorgeous oval ruby. And then how about this? We're going to bring you the round. So let's put the ovals in the background here and bring the rarest of them all, the round ruby right up front in another type of signature style. This is going to be a lot of fun, and they're only one of each, and they're all staying in the yellow gold they're in. So it's going to be another one where, again, blink and you miss it kind of opportunity of this trio. We have 3 different stones here. Let me walk you through their carat weights as well, because it's awfully important to see what we have here together and get you familiar. Yes. Thank you. Down to just 2 now in the white gold cross, by the way. So those are headed towards sellout. 2 left in the white gold cross now at $4.49 at checkout. Then we've got our 2 ovals here and our 1 round. So let me show you what we can do here. First, we're going to start with this ribbon design, $69.15 off to the left. That is the 1 carat exactamundo center stone, 1 carat oval, and then a diamond weight of 74 points. Then we go to the round. The round, ooh la la, 1 carat as well. 1 carat in a round, exceedingly important to find. Don't see many of those come along where, because you know, it's a wasteful cut to get the round. So when you can see a round and it still achieves a 1 carat, well, yeah, that's okay. I can read it. Thank you very much. How's your Friday been? Has it been good? Yeah? Okay. Oh, really? Okay. All right. So we have 1 carat in the oval on the left, 1 carat in the round in the middle, and then guess what? It's a 101 over on the right. So you get 1 extra point of carat weight right there. So signature style, ribbon style, another signature style. It's really, they're all like, we rarely do a ruby in these weird mountings because we want rubies to be classic. This is one of the most important stones you can ever own. It's not just ruby, it's Burma ruby. So there's a big difference here in just what you find elsewhere, because there's a lot of the rubies out there and they're very rarely Burma. That is a fact. Very rare. Most of them are Mozambique these days. That's most of what's coming out of the ground these days. If they're decent, they're Mozambique. There's a lot of other lower quality material that's got more brown or more purple color to it. Those are different. We really, again, we're only interested in bringing you the best of the best. That's all we do. You probably know what's happening here. What's going to happen is very simple. This wheel, it's bringing you 1 carat round rubies that are also clean and glossy, and that'll be when I try them on the hand. But just a quick little heads up that these will also be all one crazy low price. So you're just going to have to do one thing. And it's not an easy task that I'm presenting with you, but you have to choose your favorite. That's it. You just got to choose a favorite. That's all you got to do here. Choose a favorite. Choose which one you like the best. We'll get it to you. Again, one onlys. And let's try each one on. So you can also get familiar with the diamond weights, because this one, of course, 1 carat, 74 points in diamonds here. And then since they're all together, I also want you to see them on the hand together, because I think it makes sometimes deciding a little bit easier. There's the 1 carat round. That 1 carat round has a 74-point diamond weight, I believe. Let me double check my memory here. And then we also have, yes, it's the 1 carat with 72 rather. So this one's going to have the ribbon style 74. This one's 72 in the middle. And this one is going to be the most diamond weight, actually 74 points. It's a tie. So 74 points, 74 points. This one's 72. So they're all right around 3/4 of a carat in diamond weight. Each and every ruby, that's why I was stressing earlier how important it is they're together. They all are showing off. They're all giving you the glow and the clarity. That is unusual. So a lot of rubies, most rubies, are opaque. You don't get to see anything through them. That's crystalline ruby. That's the best of the best. Its clarity is the underrated virtue of rubies. We think so much about color, and don't get me wrong, color's really important. Color is often hand in hand with origin. Different origins of ruby give you traditionally different colors of red, blue, red, purple, red, orange, red, pink, red, brown, red, what have you. The blue reds are out of Burma. That's so important, but you're also getting this really, really incredible look here of the diamonds. They're all still wearable, about 3/4 of a carat in diamonds, or just a little under that. We're talking about blowing them out here, and no longer $59.99 either. Better value. Just pick your favorite, and I know you do have one, so it's definitely worthwhile to dial in on the early side to make sure you get that favorite before somebody else does, because I know where I'm going with this price tag, and it's not going to leave any of them behind. Let's blow them out right now. The very first and only callers. We're going to do these right now for better than even $2,999. I am ready to move some jewelry here. It's our last 43 minutes of the show. That's all we've got. So, and I know we're going to get requests here at the end because that's always what happens. A lot of requests come in at the end of the night. So let's make this even better than 29. Better than, you know what, $2,500 would be one thing. Let's go even lower than that. I really want to give jewelry away here. This is my opportunity. We're taking pieces that would be better off melted. True story. We'd be better off melting these. There would be more advantage, more upside to melting them down and taking what they're worth in gold than selling them to you under cost like this. But honestly, the work, the effort, the time, the beauty that they've achieved, it's better to just give them to you instead of putting in the extra effort. And then if we have, naturally, there's going to be some pieces to melt down. Those are going to help us give you values going forward on great jewelry in the future, like what we're going to start any day now is new jewelry. Of course, that's going to help bring you more values there. But for now, they're not even going to be $19.99. Going under $2,000. Let me know what your favorite is, because you cannot find the king of all gems in this assortment of colors, clarity, glow, everything. You do not find for $19.99 anywhere. We're blowing them out right now. They're going to be only $1,888 plus 10% extra off that price too. So $1,888 goes way lower than that. And they'll be down to $1,699 if you'd like any one of those three fabulous rubies. But again, last call, which one? Center round, gone. Item number is 1125581. 5581. Wowza, that is beautiful. And that one is the 1 carat with the 72 points in diamonds, gone. We have two left, both in ovals. Let's take a look. More of the ribbon design and then more of the signature style. That is going to be the oval on the left side is going to be the 1 carat, and the oval on the right is the 101. $16.99 though. Oh, we have a couple people missing out in the round. Uh-oh. You wanted the round too? Okay. Last call on our oval rubies. Feather design earrings coming up. We still have an oval, actually an oval opal black wheel. Oval opals, all lightning ridge coming up too. So more wheels on the way. If you have any requests for our last 40 minutes, gotta hear from you now. A wonder ring that is sapphires and diamonds together, and I only have 3 of them. 3, that's it. It's better than 1, but it's not enough to go around for everybody. So my question is at this point, do you want, these are very, very similar in carat weights. We have the 1 carat here with 74 points, the 101 over here with 74 points. There is only 1 point difference, and it's only in the center stone, which is not a difference that is going to be visual. If anything, I think the left side might look a little bigger. All right, let's move on to the blue sapphire and diamond wonder ring that we have for you. The blue sapphire and diamonds. We took the medium-sized wonder ring that we've done 100 times over, that is very popular, and we dressed it up a bit with some extra beautiful diamond cut blue sapphires. These are bright, vibrant royal blues. They look fantastic. They're also in solid 14 karat white gold only. And it is item number 1126594. Come on in, because there are 3 available. And you know what? That's not going to last very long, because typically in wonder rings, we have a lot of shoppers get 2. And why would you ever get 2 wonder rings? Well, it's the way to go because they stack so beautifully around other things. And just because there's a sapphire presence does not mean it's any less stackable or ring guardable, if you will, because that's really why we see pieces put together like that, for the sake of adding 2, 1 on either side of another ring, to give you that ring guard look. So that's an option for you. And we've got the 44 points in sapphire, 40 points in diamonds, solid all through the inside there. You can see how it's finished there. And we are going to take advantage of 10% off. That's an extra bonus. It's where I'm taking it that makes it so unbelievable and affordable here. But it's also going to be white gold only. So all you have to decide is how many do you want and also what size do you need. We're still going to size these for you, but it is no longer $24.99. We're going to take it even lower, and you can have, again, one row of blue sapphires, one row of diamonds where they're almost equal in size, and then you've got this look on the hand. And yes, you can wear it by itself. And yes, it makes an incredible pinky ring or thumb ring or anywhere you want to wear it. Imagine if there was another facing the other way, let's say pointing up here, pointing down there, and then you had either something in between the two, maybe you want to stack them in the same direction together. They do that really well. You can get up to 3 of them because that's all I have, and we're going to take them a lot lower right now. $19.99, forget about that. We're going exceptionally low here tonight because we got to move some jewelry. We've got our last 38 minutes to go on our Friday night. Be sure and join me tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. Pacific, noon Central, and 1 p.m. Eastern, but this one's got to go for only, you know what, not even $1,500 or $14.99. It's a big upgrade. It's a big upgrade. The diamonds are one thing, but to get diamond cut sapphires that are matched like that is really important. Let's make it better. How about $9.99? Plus it's an extra $100 off. So only $8.99 if you'd like to get our sapphire and diamond wonder ring style. It's a beauty. And then we've got, of course, one of our fun diamonds, one of our champagnes is left here. We had the champagne diamond oval in the bridge still available. Our sweet little Dachshund brooch, he's still available as well. We have a Paraiba in a pear shape, somehow still here. We've got the big Tanzanite. Oh my goodness, the 1407 should not be sticking around. That's a very important Tanzanite. So we've got the 1407, and then I still think, and I'm not a big necklace wearer, I just don't wear a lot of necklaces, but I've got to say, all night long, I have been wearing the incredible 1 carat dangling diamonds by the yard. I just got an update. Somehow we still have the rose gold available. This is item number 1115147. I need to show this to you again because we are getting very close to sell out on the white gold. And if you've been thinking about it, well, this is the time to get it. There's no point in waiting any longer. We have only about 35 minutes left in the show, and this is the necklace to get. If you get one thing from my show ever for the rest of time, it is this necklace. It should be this necklace. It really is that important to a collection of anybody. I'm not even a necklace wearer, and I adore this necklace, and I love wearing it. I think it's the perfect finishing touch for anybody of any style and of any age, and there is just not a lot of jewelry I can say that about. As someone who has been in the business of selling jewelry professionally for a long time, I very rarely call something universal, and this one is. And that is because, again, and even just, I mean, the true test is, can anybody of any age wear something? Could anybody of any style wear something? This is the absolute yes. And I love it even more than the traditional diamond by the yard styles because of the fact that the diamonds always face out. You never have them flipping around. They never turn the wrong way. You never see the bezel from the back. It's all about these big, beautiful, voluminous, chunky diamonds because remember, they're only 9 stones. They go from one side to the other. So they're meant to go 3/4 the way around your neckline. So that's how it's going to look, okay? So you see from here to here, all the way throughout from one side to the other. 9 stones, you can easily find the center. They drape beautifully, and it's 1 full carat, which means that they are 11 points plus in each and every diamond individually. That is sensational. And it's $8.99 at checkout. So that's the last call. We have still 1 in rose gold available here, and then we have the white gold for you as well that I'm wearing. So white gold's limited now because obviously, and the yellow gold was here, but it sold out very early. 1 in rose gold still here, great for layering as well. Make sure you get it. All right, back to the wheel we go. Sapphires and diamonds here. Sapphires and diamonds headed out. And then we've got our big feather drop earrings. I don't even know when the last time we had these on the air was. It has been some time. It really has. We've got a yellow and a white. And I'm going to move this aside. Call me early if you want that beautiful sapphire and diamond wonder style. I'm not sure how these are going to sit on their own, but I will do my best. And obviously, one of the things I love to do is make sure you see everything on the neckline and on the ear. So let me do it this way, Tone. I'm just going to show them here on the hand because this is the better way. We've got a left and a right design, whether you want them to flare in or out. And I'm going to stack the yellow gold with the white gold so you can see the difference because there's very little difference in what you actually see as far as gold color from the front. Here is the white gold. Okay. So we have the yellow gold sitting here. Item number is 1112313. And here's the white gold that I'll show you as well. And they're going to be our longest drop earring with a design that's a little more unique than just what we always see. The diamond stiletto drops are fabulous. It's just a little different to see something a little bit with some extra style to it. The white gold's on the right side of your screen, the yellow gold's on the left, and we only have just those two pairs. So they'll be quick to go. They're completely covered in diamonds. Solid all the way through. White gold or yellow gold, you've got a carat 03 in diamond weight, and we're about to, I would say this is going to be a huge payoff if we melt them. I think with the price tag and the discount I have, very little hope to have these to melt down. So 2" and an 1/8, I would say, yeah, given where the diamonds are, and again, they're sitting in tweezers right now, but there's a left and a right design. You can see how they're, I put them so that they flare out just at the bottom tip of the feather. You see how they flare out a bit? That's obviously, you could also choose to have them flare in, which I think would be lovely as well. So when you get them home, you can play with them and see what you like better. It's a subtle difference, but just a reminder that you have some ways to mix and match. But big value, $39.99 earring, not tonight, and something new and fresh. And again, just yellow and white. That's it. That's all I've got. So please choose your favorite gold color. We'll have it for you. And then I will pop one on as best I can so we can show you what they look like on as well. But this is not going to be a $39.99 earring anymore. That's obviously with a lot of workmanship. We've done our fair share of feather pieces and rings and other little pendants and necklaces, but not much in an earring. So you definitely have a superstar style here. And what I'm going to do is just show them up close very quickly, just draped here. They've got a great finishing, and I'm so sorry I have to put them down, but I have to have another hand to put them on. So forgive me. It's just, again, we don't spend a lot of money on stage managers and fancy things because it would only cost you more to buy the jewelry. So this is what they look like on. So they just say, Lolo, just take care of it. Do what you got to do and play producer and stage manager and all that. So here it is, because it saves you more money, and that's really the priority. So that's what it looks like on. You can see I opted to have that one flare out. Otherwise, the other way just would be, again, that subtle little curve that you see would flare in. We're going to make it really affordable right now. They're only going to be $1,900. You know what? Skip it. Not 19, not 18, not 17, not 16. Let's take this last 30 minutes, move some jewelry. If you have any requests, get those in. We'll go $14.99. They'll be $13.49, and there is a lot of gold in an earring like this. That is the question here, is how much gold can you get in one great earring? There's a lot there to love. Let's go back to the hand here, and I'll show you the yellow gold as well, so you can see what they're all about in the yellow gold. And it's a lever back style, so that's really easy to put on. There's no extra backing to have to worry about ever. You've got a fabulous piece of jewelry right there, and something a little more, again, high style, high design, something that has a little bit of a kind of a whimsical quality to it. We're seeing a lot of feather jewelry out in the retail world of high-end designers, so something that definitely gives you that look as well. And I'm so glad. Hi, Nadira, thank you so much. I'm so glad you got your ring and love it. And she says it's even more beautiful than I imagined. Well, that is very exciting. So very nice. Okay, so here we go. Your piece here, $14.99, $13.49 at checkout. Thank you on those for taking a look at them. I know they're a little more specific. I did want to show you a very large emerald here, just in case anybody's looking for this really big wraparound design in the emerald. And yep, it's a really loud and proud round. Is that special or what? We had a round earlier, which I think is still here. It was about, 30 points or so. Now we're getting into a big 1 carat round in that bright as can be glow stone that is emerald. Now, I know it's tempting to wait till the last 30 seconds of our broadcast to get in requests. Honestly, we have a whole team of, really just kind of running back and forth who love to bring out requests, and we love to bring requests, but please don't wait till the last 30 seconds. It gets really difficult to show you what you need. So think about getting the requests you might have in now as opposed to waiting till the end of the show, because we are off the air in 29 minutes and they don't let us stay on TV longer than that. So that's key. So get requests in if you have them. Let's take a look at this one really quickly here. This is our emerald, and it's a biggie, and it's got the yellow diamonds with the white diamonds, and it's item number 1122544. I have shown you all the jewelry for our Friday night, so I would love your requests. At this point, we've got only one more thing to show, and that's black opals. So black opals on a wheel. Everything else I've shown you, so let's get you on the phone lines with those requests here. And this is the 1 carat in the round with the fabulous 28 points in the yellow and another carat 35. What that does is bring you a lot of diamond weight. That's for sure. And we will be recapping some other things here that we had earlier. For those of you that joined us a little bit later in the show, I've got some recaps in Paraiba and our big opal, and the best of the museum is here as well. But now we gotta go. And this is the 135 plus the yellows, so stunning. And here we go. I've got a beautiful value, $79.99. It will not be time to send out an emerald, and maybe this. I know it was Geraldine earlier was looking for an emerald in the round. How about that? Look at that. That's a big, important stone. 79, 69, 59, 49. There is really, our discounts know no bounds. They're just all extreme value. This is the stunning way to get that bright, super clean, fabulous, fabulous emerald. And it's not going to be 49, 39, even 29.99. And you get, look at all this diamond weight. Tons and tons of diamond weight that includes the yellow and the white diamonds together. You see here, the yellow diamonds are actually recessed a bit. Do you see that? They're set a little bit lower. Recessed just means lower than the white diamonds that go all the way around the border. And you see how big those diamonds are. That's what accounts for that carat 35 of white diamond weight. So overall, you've got a lot to love here in the diamonds. 163 overall in diamond weight. Last call on DBT-wise, by the way, they're going. They're all going. Everything is. We've got to go ahead and send this out. $2,499. Opals are on the way. And then again, we need your requests or we'll just recap. I did have a 30, actually it was a 64-point emerald earlier. It was $16.99. This is the bigger stone with a lot of extra diamond weight, and that is going to be only $24.99, but it's $22.49 at checkout. So our last call on Sell It or Melt It, discounts and values, they're all here. Let me show this one again on the hand, then we'll get to our opal wheel for our last couple of minutes here. We've got a big black opal wheel. It's all the large lightning ridge stones that are left, and they're in those really deep base colors too. So I think our opal lovers are going to love those. And that one's $22.49 if you'd like to get it. There's such a beautiful way that the yellow diamonds accent an emerald. There's something about the bright green with those bright yellows of that amazing color. It looks awfully good. And $22.49. Okay, now on to opals we go. Don't forget there's still a Paraiba of a 2 carat 28 size. This is the Paraiba we had earlier. That's a bright, gorgeous, clean stone. Still have the Paraibas, by the way, $12,999. We still have this incredible lightning ridge opal. This one is really one of our best. I hate to put that up right before I have lightning ridge opals, but hey, that's a lightning ridge opal. That is the top tier. That one's item number 1117659. That is down to $68.88. So a big old value there. Now we'll get to some other opals that won't be $7,000 or $8,000. And the beauty of it is we've got high quality stones for every budget. And that is the fact. So here we go. And let's show you what we have now in opals out of Australia still, but in blues and greens together. And they're going to be primarily blues and greens here. Take a look. That one's got more green. The other one has more blue. Then we're going to show you one with a lot of baguettes to it as well. Look at that. Also, really nice split there. Pretty even on the blues and greens in that particular style. And let's move them around, get you the best look possible at all these incredible designs. And yep, they're all going down to one crazy low price. So this is traditional out of Lightning Ridge, Australia, which is the #1 source as far as, well, quality and therefore also price tag. They get the heftiest price tags of all when you go to Australia's Lightning Ridge. All of these stones, and I'm sorry that this one sits a little wonky, but you see it's got that great bypass design to it. That's a larger opal set at a diagonal. Here's your straight up and down north-south setting, a lot of bright blues there. Same here with the north-south the rest of the way. I have got all crazy discounts here and one really superstar value. So I'm gonna put these two kind of feel more like sisters on the left and right, and then we'll go those really big stones front and back. I'm gonna walk you through some carat weights here so you can get familiar with that, and then we'll see which one of the four is your favorite, and if you can't decide, I don't know if you really need 2 Australian opals unless they have very different colorways. What we call the phenomenon is play of color. Somebody asked me a great question the other day via email, and she said, you know, I'm not sure about, I'm not that well versed on opals. And she said, what is the difference between different Australian opals? And I thought it was such a good question that we should probably talk about here, because if nothing else, we should educate. You know, if you're shopping, that's great, but if you're educated, that's invaluable. Honestly, you can spend a lot of money going to gemology schools and GIA and go through the courses, or you can just watch our show for free and get hopefully a lot of that education that you need to be a really, really smart shopper when it comes to gems. But The point is with opals, these are the most valuable of all the opals in the world, are the lightly rich Australians, but the deep dark base colors are more highly desired, it seems, than a lot of the stones that have translucency. The difference is the opacity is here. With some stones like these that you're seeing here on the wheel, they are completely opaque. They don't have any kind of translucency or any clarity to them, and that's a good thing. Usually clarity is what we want. Here, you're getting more of that deeper base, which means in turn, you oftentimes get a brighter dosage of color, even more vibrant color. And you're seeing that here with these blues and greens. Play of color is the #1 priority. That is the phenomena in which opals have. So that's your #1 priority, what you want. And then we've got some incredible sizes here. For example, this one is going to be the carat 59. With a diamond weight that is not even listed. Okay, they're all in platinum, by the way, so there's another nice feature there. If you like that big ballerina style in the back, that's going to be the 190, so we're climbing up in size. 190 with 75 points in diamonds. Then if we go over here, the bypass that's setting around the diagonal stone, that's a 157 stone with 43 points in diamonds. And let's go to the front with the fancy cut diamonds, the marquise shapes on the sides. And that oval is going to be more blue. That's the largest of them all. That's the 2 carat 16, 30 points in diamonds. I'm going to need some callers. And quickly. Because we are not prepared as a collective group of jewelry lovers and shoppers. We are not prepared for what is about to happen with this wheel. I have got pieces that have all been on the air before. If you've watched the shows, you've probably seen them presented. And at $59.99, it wasn't enough to get the job done. And we know they're $10,000 a carat more out there in the retail world. I know the mine owner is still going strong. He's not traveling the world like he once did many years ago. When I first met him, that was about 30 years ago almost. And he was traveling the world and going to all the trade shows and, you know, visiting shows like our own here and giving you all these amazing tips and tricks about the mining world. He's really more or less retired at this point, which is really coincides with almost the retirement, if you will, of the mine, because the mine's not producing much anymore. So now we have the opportunity to get you not only great opals that should be $10,000 a carat and more, but also save you a bundle in the price tag. And nobody's on the phone lines yet, and that's okay. But let me tell you this, as someone who has to hear a lot of complaints every day about that piece sold, I missed out on that, I missed out on this, I missed out on that, I didn't call early enough. Let me know now. You can always hang up if it doesn't work for you. But what you can't do is get another opal like this at the price I'm about to give. And I will throw out the $6,000 price because I know that's not what you're into. We have gotten so crazy used to amazing prices at TVON if you've been watching for any amount of 10 years. But in the last few weeks of Sell It or Melt It, we have all been now getting accustomed to a very different price tag. And I hate to say it because, you know, I'll be here in a couple of days selling you jewelry that is not under Sell It or Melt It, that is going to be a little different pricing. And I think we're all going to miss these moments. And I'm going to do my very level best because that is TVON is all we're here to do is bring you value on everything you shop for. But there's just nothing like, I've been doing this a long time. We've been shopping together a long time. There's nothing like the values you have during this event. This is when you need to dial in. It's not going to be $59, $49, $39, $29. I'm giving away some jewelry because I got 20 minutes to move a lot of jewelry. Somehow, some way, and if it takes extra discounting, fine. That's why things get so busy at the end of the night, because I got to do extra things to make the number, okay? So I got to do it. So you get to be the beneficiary of it. You get to save the extra money so I can move some jewelry, because sitting here and showing you jewelry isn't going to keep the lights on. I got to make sure we drop everything in price. So pick your favorite, get 2 or 3 of them, do what you want. They're all in platinum, they stay in platinum. I know you're going to have to settle for platinum. I know, how awful, right? It's a very high-end metal, but we'll size them for you, and we're not going to ask for $19.99. I need to go lower so that we can send out all 4 rings. That's the question. Can we move 1 or 2? I'm not interested in moving 1 or 2. Let's move all 4. If there was a dud in the batch, I wouldn't put it up there. If there was a bad one or a mediocre example or a stone that wasn't like pulling its play of color weight, I wouldn't have to show it to you. I'll just go right to melt. And I'm hearing it right now. I have someone on the phone lines right now, and the operator's telling them it's already sold out. I just don't want that to happen to you. It's worth picking up the phone, dialing that phone number, and getting ready, because it's not going to be 19. I knew I'd have to go lower. It's just that feeling, you know, when you do this a long time, you get a gut feeling for what you got to do to move jewelry on any given show. And I got to go lower, and we got to wow you. And by the time I get down to it, you're going to be saying, well, I don't know why I didn't get on the phone lines, because I can tell she's in that mood. Here we go. It's not going to be 19. I'll keep on going. I just can't have you miss out. Becky, I would have to see if I can go get some for you. Pink diaspores, I'll have to look. What size do you need, Becky? Let me know. Let me know what size you're looking for. If you can narrow it down for me with a price range or a size, I can help you. The one I have in front of me is a 8 60 diaspore. No, that's a tan. You know, I don't have any in front of me tonight. I'll get you some. But again, ring, if you can narrow it down to a category, a price point, or a size, that'll help. Let's go ahead and get these lower than even 19. 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, I don't know. I don't know. But I know this. If I took out the opals and I took out the diamonds, we'd be left with a platinum band that would need to be more money than $14.99. That I know. That I know. That's the metals market. That I know. We cannot do $14.99 because I still am awaiting your phone calls, and we cannot leave them here. So they're not going to be $14, and we'll get you 10% off. I promise you that. Again, I've already gone too low. I've taken more than your discount beyond. I mean, what we were supposed to do on these was $29.99, give you $300 off, make them $26.99. And now they're down to $14.99, but it still ain't working. So now we got to go even lower and just blow them out. You know what? First callers, you'd say left, right, center, back, whatever you want. Front, back, side, whatever you want. I just got to make sure they move. I'm not leaving them here, and we're not big fans of melting platinum because we're not going to be doing much platinum going forward, so I'm probably not needing to melt any platinum. Let's just get them out the door to you at the craziest price ever, $1,399. Go ahead, I'll give you an extra $100 off, and then we'll go out to, it'll be all of just $12.59 at checkout for any one of the four, and then we'll move them. And then, Becky, let me know if you have a narrowed down on the diaspores. Otherwise, I've probably got too many to show in the next 17 minutes. Back center. Already gone? All right, that one's gone. That one's going to be, I'll try it on the hand real quick by itself. It's item number 1126-038. Thank you. That one is gone. Which one would you like to see on the hand next? That is the 190 with 75 points in diamonds, and it is spoken for. And as usual, I just had 3 people hang up because they all wanted that one. Okay, well, there's still some good ones here, and they're all fantastic, and they're going to be, remember, the largest one is in the front center, so we can give you the 2-carat-16 front center. The left side is a 157, and the right side is a 159. Okay, final 30 seconds. Let's go. We got a lot to recap here. DVT-wise, museum opals, Paraiba, the big emeralds are here. We had 2 gorgeous round emeralds in one show. Wowza, that was fun. We have the big rubies here as well. I had a gorgeous amethyst earlier that's still here. Got to show that one for anybody who was a little late to the party tonight. A diamond bracelet that was designer, a Paraiba pear shape. You tell me, but this is last call on the blue-green Lightning Ridge Australian black opals. Okay, so you need a ring, Becky? All right, let me see what I have in a pink diaspore ring. Sizing will be available to you. Yeah. Right one, you got it. Here we go. That's item number 112-7518. I'm just going to see if I can get a little teeny size on my finger here. There it is. That one's for you. So that one's for Tim's caller. That is the 159 in platinum. The diamond weight is not listed. I'm going to estimate it as a 1/4 carat. And I usually estimate on the conservative side. So 1/4 carat is what I'm going to estimate. You're not paying for the diamonds, but they're there. So yes, we didn't take them out. They're staying there. They look fabulous. And there are big round brilliants set right side by side with the little leaf pattern around the sides of those diamonds. Enjoy. And we'll see who's got it. Then we have the 157 on the left. That is a diamond weight of 43 points. The biggest stone is the 216 in the middle, and that is going to have 30 points in diamonds. Well done. Thank you so much, everybody. Let's go ahead to do a couple recaps here while I'm waiting for my pink diaspore to come out to play. Just waiting for our last opals to go. $12.59 and 10 cents for any one of those 3. And let's show you the Morganite. Here's your Morganite. Had this earlier in the show. Rose gold. Cushion cut square. 112-4021. And again, final 15 minutes now, counting down. So any questions you have or anything you'd like to see recapped, please do holler at us and let me know. I have my telepathic abilities do not work on TV for some reason. They work other than that, but not here well on TV, probably because I'm doing like 18 other things. So here's where you got to call me and tell me what you'd like to see one more time before we go. We have 14 minutes left, and this is the 2 carats, square cushion, pink. It's not a peach, it's a pink. It's a true, perfect, beautiful pink Morganite, 16 points in diamonds, burnished on the sides. That is $9.99. Stays in the rose gold, and it's a wide band. There's a lot of gold presents in that ring. So that's a beauty, and that, of course, is our most deluxe variety. It's the most high end of what we do in the pink Morganites, given that size at 2 carats, given the color out of the private collection that is pure pink, not a peachy color. That's so important. So we've got an amethyst, and then, Becky, I think we've got something to show you here very quickly in a pink diaspore ring. Thank you so much. 2 of our better stones are here. Let me know if you like these. I don't know. Do we have anything bigger, Andy, or no? We do? Okay, because I don't know exactly what she's looking for, but we've been shopping together a long time, so I kind of feel like maybe these are the 1 carats. I have a 1 carat 01 that we had the other day. Yes, Jess? Yeah, on the feather they are. So you got it. We'll show them again. Yellow or white? Does she have a preference? Okay. So we'll show those in a minute. We'll show the feather earrings again. I just want to show you 2 of my pink diaspores. They do have a lot of purple color to them. We have either the oval in the double halo or the oval in the ribbon style mounting, which we saw earlier even in ruby. And those are, well, this is the 101 with 102 in diamonds right over here. So that's a 101 center and then 102 in diamonds. And then we have the pink diaspore that is 98 points and 74 points in diamonds there. Either way you go, they are actually going to be really affordable. We're going to make these. I've got $13.99 on the right side. And I don't know why I keep polishing that and it's still looking a mess. So let me see if I can give it a little extra here. And then we'll go $13.99 on this one because this is the double halo. That's going to be a really big stone there. So that one's going to be the $13.99, and then we have the $12.99 for the slightly smaller stone on the left side. So the feather earrings, let me go ahead and bring those back out for you. And they were very difficult. They just don't sit on their own, so I wasn't showing them much up close, but let me do that for you here. And those pink diaspores are here. Take a look at this. This is, even with tweezers, tough to show you, but let's take a look. It is going to be what we call bead set, which is just like pave. And it's going to be all bead set diamonds from the front of the lever back. And I'm just showing you the one here in the white gold. If you prefer the yellow gold, we still have that one as well. This was part of 1112313, and that is the feather earring. This was that lengthy drop that's going to be 2+ inches in length. Diamonds covering the entire front. The only thing that's not done in diamonds is the O-ring, just to give it some movement there. That is the white. Here's the yellow. This is how the yellow gold feather looks here. The lever back is done in that bead set diamond weight. So is that beautiful look. And I do want to point out in the yellow gold, it's still going to look white because it's all white rhodium. So it's really two-tone in the yellow gold. So there is no wrong way to go here. And you can see it's yellow gold from the back. It's yellow gold in the lever back itself. But it's got a lot of white rhodium where you see the diamond set through the feather design. So it kind of looks like white gold. Okay, so there's really, it's a very similar look whether you're choosing the white or the yellow. But again, wanted to have those. And you're getting 2, of course. And they were $1,499. They'll be $1,349 at checkout. You got it. The feathers are gone in the white gold. We have the yellow gold remaining. Okay, let's keep moving. We also have again, so we'll look at this diaspore again. This is 1127651. This is the one I really like. The color is very bright. And I love the way this design still keeps it classic, gives you that little turn with the double row and the diamonds there. And that one's going to be 1127651. Feather earrings still available in the yellow. And so feel free to call on those if you'd like to get those feather earrings after seeing them up close like that. And then you have that beautiful 98-point stone. This is from the Goshta mine, the only mine in the world for this Afghan pink diaspore, different from the color-changing diaspore. They are different animals entirely. This is the pink. It does have, in the more saturated levels, the more high-quality material, it does have a a purple plum color to it like you see with this one, and that's going to be down to $12.99, but of course even less than that with your 10% off. We still have the Morganite square cushion is here for $9.99, and any other questions you have, it's a good time to do that. We've got about 9 minutes left in the show. We see you back here in the morning for more Sell It or Melt It discounts. I do have to just end the show with the Tanzanite. It's the top piece of the day, to be honest. That and the opal and the Paraiba, but this Tanzanite is really striking. And I know a lot of you have blue wings, and if you do, thank you. I'm so glad you've been able to collect one before we get to these final days here. But look at this beautiful blue wing emerald cut. I still just cannot get over this quality of this stone. It could not be a better value. It's got the amazing color saturation, the reds that come through. 112-7324 is your item number. And Becky, I'd love your feedback on those pink diaspores if you have any for me. I know they were trying to see if there's anything larger too, because I'm assuming you've seen those. But let's take a look at this, the 1407. And it's time. This is when everything goes wild here. Any pieces that are left, usually by about 8:15 at night, 15 minutes after we go off the air, usually everything is gone. I've been doing this sale for, I think it's been 6 weeks now. I think it's been 6 weeks straight. I think that'll be 6 weeks tomorrow, actually. So having, done the sale for a long time, sitting here after the show, pieces that are available at the end of the show when we go off the air are not usually available 10 minutes after. So it really is time to pick up your favorites because a lot of people are just waiting till the end of the show to make the decisions. Yes? Very welcome. Thank you for shopping the feather earrings with us. You got it, and enjoy them. They're so much fun. And then we do have, Janet, your request is coming up. So before I show you the Tanzanite in full, that's $69.99. You've got the 1407 Museum Reserve. I do have a great piece here for you in the private collection color change spine that is on the way. So let's show that 265 radiate for Janet's request. Thank you, Janet. Oh, that is a great stone. It's fancy cut all the way around. It's not only a radiant cut internally, it's a fancy cut all across the top. I've never had a stone quite like this one before because of the way the crown faceting is done. This is item number 112-7728, and it is a fabulous color change spine. And once again, I will have them reset it just a little bit more evenly for you. But it's our 265, 95 points in diamonds on the sides. That is a wide band of gold and diamonds. It's our triple row, actually 4 rows and 3 columns. So let me be correct about that, okay? Because, columns go up and down and rows go side to side. So it's, yes, 4 rows, 3 columns of diamonds. Beautifully, beautifully done. That fancy cut stone. Of course, this is a really beautiful color changing variety of gem. This is what it looks like from a distance away. A light enough body color that it really shows off the brilliance. Sometimes they get a little too deep and dark where they don't show all that dispersion. This one does very well. New price tag on this one. Wow, from $79.99 down it goes to just $2,999. So a big value on a color change spine? I'd say so. We did have one earlier in an Asher cut as well. It's in the bridge mounting in the white gold. I'm loving this in white and yellow, but that yellow gold is very rich, even when it is covered in a wide band of diamonds like that one is there. So $26.99 if you'd like to get that one. And that's our color change spine. A beautiful one-of-a-kind cut there. And really amazing. This is a rare stone. Be a little bit more gentle with it when you wear it. Just be a little aware of just, it's not as durable as, let's say, a diamond. So you want to just be a little extra cautious when you have it on your hand. But really collectible and beautiful. That's the important thing. It's so beautiful in that material. And last call on our Dangling diamonds by the yard. The necklace I'm wearing, have been wearing all night, still available in rose and white. Last call on the feather earrings. We still have a pair there. We've got the spine here, which is $26.99, which I still can't believe. We'll end on, I hope I have another moment to show you that 1407 for those of you that are considering it. And again, you get 10% off the price tag that is already so ridiculously good. So our last call now, and the diaspores are here. We had $13.99 and a $12.99 option on our rare pink diaspores. Sure, Tim, what do you need? Okay. Last minute, 4 requests here, 5 minutes to go. Janet, I'm going to just recap it just in case you didn't see it. I had the Asher cut earlier, just in case. I never know. if she saw it or not, here's the Asher cut. Had this one earlier for $49.99 in the white gold bridge. Beautiful as well, 4 carat 16, so almost double the size. Item number is 1127985. So there are the two options in the color change skeins here tonight. $49.99 for the left side and $29.99 for the radiant cut on the right side. Two great ways to go. You get $500 off the Asher and $300 extra off on the radiant cut. And then we will return back to our 1407 Tanzanite unless there's anything else you want to see. Still have a few gorgeous opals remaining for you as well. A few of those Lightning Ridge black opals still hanging out here for you. And then there are the two color change skeins. Gorgeous stones. Very, very rare. And to see them discounted is not what you usually do. We are very, very limited on what we have in color change skeins overall. So to be able to bring those at a discounted price is pretty special. And I would really recommend dialing in on those as quickly as you can. We've got a very cool couple of rubies left here. The one champagne diamond and the oval and the bridge also still here. Last call for anybody who wants those dangling diamonds by the yard. They're also here for you. We still have the white gold and the rose. Somehow has made it to this very last point of the show. And then we've got plenty to share with you as well in the world of Paraiba. We had the 228. We also had the 23 pointer. This one is only going to be $19.99. Look at that. That is a $19.99 with pink and white diamonds to go with it. Very, very special piece there. And then we've got our Tanzanite, which I know a couple of you are saying, got to see it one more time. We have the 1407. Now, this was item number 112-1779. And your feedback is appreciated if you have any requests for tomorrow. We see you in 14 hours. So there's a little tiny bit of window here where we can also get your request gathered for you if you don't want to wait till the actual showtime. So please do that. Then we'll have your piece ready to go as we join you tomorrow at 10 a.m. Pacific time, noon Central, and 1 p.m. Eastern. Now here we go. That is 23 points in the Paraiba, $19.99, but really $17.99. And I do want to give you a last look at our Tanzanite because out of all the museum reserves that I have been blessed to show you, this is one of those that is really not for the faint of heart here. It is that beautiful emerald cut. It is our 1407. There was a time when I literally could not keep a blue-winged block D in stock. I'm hoping that the fact we have a couple here just means you have what you need before they are completely gone and we don't bring Tanzanites anymore. This is 112-7324. It is our last call. That is an outstanding 1407. It is museum reserve. It is showing the reds. The trapezoids of pave rounds on the sides. Just give it that perfect accent. Balances it out, gives it the symmetry you're looking for. I'll show it to you on the hand. We got 2 minutes left in the broadcast. That's it. This is the time when everyone makes their decisions. Yeah. You got it. I've still got them for, so it sounds like our yellow gold feather earrings have sold as well now. So again, last call on anything. This is what happens at the end of every show of our Cellar Melted event. And what an event it has been. Let me try this on with 1 minute and 35 seconds left. That's going to be it. And there you have it. There's the true reds coming right on through for $69.99. Let me remind you, there's a $700 discount. So it is $62.99. That is for one caller. That ring is what you get. We don't change the gold color. It's in the white gold, but we will size it for you to whatever size you need. A little over $6,000 to get a 1407 is outstanding. I think we all know that. That should be the price on a 12 karat stone at best. Yeah. You got it. The Morganite is sold from earlier. That was the 2 karat cushion I recapped just a few minutes ago. This is the $62.99. I mean, seriously, that's what we would see on an 11 karat, on a 12 karat, on a great discounted day. This one is a 1407 in a museum reserve. It's not just regular blue-winged block D. It's the museum reserve we love so much. Our skeins are verifying, by the way. We had 2 color change skeins. I hope you'll join me tomorrow. It's in a few short hours. Don't look for us in the evening. We're back during the daytime tomorrow. Saturday and Sunday are both 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Pacific time shows. That means we are here with you from noon to 3 Central. We are here from 1 to 4 in the afternoon for the East Coast. And I'll be here with you from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Pacific time. So I hope you'll join me tomorrow and Sunday. We'll keep the Cellar Melted going, and boy, have we saved some superstars for our Saturday and Sunday special. So join me tomorrow for that. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Happy Friday, everybody. Hope you have a great rest of the weekend. If I don't see you, I hope to see you tomorrow in a few hours. See you then. I'm Lauren Blair. Have a great night. We'll see you morning at 10.